number, and that was with mzinho in the ranks. This series decides whether you are one game shy of playoffs in Chengdu, or if you get to go through and continue fighting for a chance to hoist that trophy.
Second match of the day for these teams. It's been a bit of a grind here in the final day of group stage play. Spirit Mongols have to finish the job here and now. All expectations on Spirit, who fell to Falcons yesterday in a 2-0. And for the Mongols, their debut was fantastic, but ever since that point, a little bit shaky post mzinho. Spirit bringing the pace in this pistol, sending it up Dust2 long A.
One guy to keep an eye on is this guy right here, 910 for the side of the Mongols, has had some absolutely phenomenal games, and it still hasn't been enough for them to find consistent success here in Chengdu. You can't afford for him to go quiet today. You already know the names you got to look at on Team Spirit. I don't have to tell you. So in this pistol, 910, first kill found. Flash through over on short, leaves to near a dead man. And 910's reign of terror ended after the double. It's a pistol round found for the Mongols.
Pacey pistol for Spirit, but Mongols take it cleanly. 910 also in the kill feed, ever present, as you said. He has really just been so standout. I want to see how Controllers fares today, right? Because his debut was so incredible against Heroic. Had some unbelievable maps, but really disappeared in that Astralis game. And Astralis right now, who are threatening Falcons in their upper match. But those are on technical maps and new positions. To see him on a Dust2, something that should be a little bit more standard. A Mirage if we need it. Hoping for more today out of Controllers. And that will need to happen if they're going to take down Donk and Co. That being said, Spirit have been anything but undeniable here in this tournament. It's away with a couple of very weak maps.
Yeah, and even yesterday, obviously it is in that Falcons game, which is well-trodden ground, and you know how that head-to-head goes, but seeing Donk get cancelled out like that, just it felt weird. You know, even on Dust2 as a standout, where he was hands down, you know, kind of one of the roughest hands he's been dealt. And now trying to go back there, trying to change the narrative for him.
One thing that was good, at least, was seeing Donk on Dust2 today, right? I mean, into overtime, 35 and 17. Had Shiro by his side, performing very well on the AWP. So it was a lot better look on Dust today than yesterday.
I think so much on the other side for the Mongols is resting on 910. This is one of his best tournaments ever. He has been out of his mind.
They know this way he's in spawn. How are you going to get to him? Only got a Glock after all, and Blitz cleans up on Catwalk. Oh, don't you dare lose this. mzinho makes sure of it. Double up onto Shiro, and Donk deletes the Deagles and puts Mongols into their first gun round with 3 alive.
Yeah, a little more costly than you would have liked with those couple of kills coming in. Does mean there's no AWP available for 910, but honestly, it's his rifling, I think, that stood out so much here in Chengdu. So in an abstract way, maybe you're fine with this. 5 for Spirit. And you know, if this game is gonna go slow at any moment, that will have to fall to this Spirit squad. If one thing can be said with the Mongols and how they've played here with Mara's absence, it has been, I would say, even faster than usual. So if anyone's got to take the pace out of it, it will have to be Chopper and Co. on the other side.
Yeah, I think even just the lack of pauses is a big problem for Mongols in times where games get close and a little bit scary. You want that, not just extra eye, but someone to tell you guys stop. Blitz is very stubborn with those pace changes and very aggressive with the purchases, as we know Mongols always to be. Spirit taking their time in this 1 minute on the clock and getting up Catwalk. Nades at the ready. Controllers anchoring B, jiggling with utility as Mongols have a strong A-hold. They are out of util. Just that B smoke remains. Out mid to B for Spirit, and wow, Blitz shutting them down. 3 kills. Teammate moving in off the nade. It is a burnout. Techno doesn't jump at the chance to fight more players. But even as the smoke is in the way, Spirit cannot get any further. Blitz's triple wins the first rifle for the Mongols. Oh, no respect. Straight through the smoke.
And Mara back. Didn't see anything announced on like the official Mongols channels. I had to find this. We had to find this out by reading Mongolian news sources covering the topic. He was meant to miss the first 2 games of the tournament. Ended up being fairly consequential, especially when you're adjusting and bringing in a new player. But I think that will give some more composure to the Mongols today in a much needed set of games.
Absolutely.
Sure, he missed some important ones, but here when it really matters.
The most important. 1 spot remaining. A top dog in Spirit. 7 maps won in a row by Spirit in this head-to-head, including a 3-0 sweep in a grand final at Bounty. So Mongols have unfinished business with this squad. 9-10, awkward timing, but the molly will stop the pistols from flooding in middle, and he still gets to take his fight. Tag to Donk, not too bad. And Spirit set up again for mid to be pressure. They get blocked on both sides. Mongols slow it down, and even though smokes, you know, even though Spirit is still going to go for the same play, it just kind of confirms to Mongols as the map goes quiet. Yeah, they were posturing for mid to be. So Mongols can be ready for this move. Controllers and Techno inside of the site. No one here to assist.
Controllers out here in mid, able to withstand the first few pistols that come his way, and then he gets support from Techno down the stretch.
Easy.
So a nice find versus the pistols.
Very clean round so far for Mongols, right? We've had only a 2-kill round at best for Team Spirit. That was in the eco. So Mongols are going to be flooded with cash on this CT side as Spirit do have the AWP and everything they could need. But all eyes on this Spirit team right now. It's one thing to lose to Falcons, a game they don't win and never have. But it'd be another thing entirely to lose to a Mongols without their star player.
Oh, 100%.
On a 7-map win streak.
And you know, my mind kind of goes back to Astana, the tournament that Spirit won ahead of Austin, and the weird, like, muted celebrations out of the team, ones that felt odd in the moment, but actually you came to understand it was just this feeling that even though they won, it was still a real struggle. Didn't feel like it was enough ahead of the major. I think they put a tremendous amount of stock on these games because it is, you know, the eye test of where the team's at. How's the prep going? How's the, you know, the changes that now they've got on to make since that point? How are they faring? You know, is the team synergized? Are they in a good spot? What's the form like? And so they put a lot of stock on it for a reason. And, you know, they were unhappy with a win before their last run into a major. If they go out here to the Mongols with a new man in the roster, and they haven't had hands-on time with their coach, that would be, you know, one of the worst looks you've had from them heading into a major.
Absolutely. 2 newer boys on Spirit have been struggling. But we need Donk today, no doubt about it, regardless of the rest of his team's form. It's a near out long, 9-10, lightning fast this event. Just shoots through the smoke and the flash and takes a 5v4. He's even going to set his teammate up for more. mzinho tucked in the last place you would think to check, but Donk comes in, headshot immediately. There is no support, the bomb is here and it doesn't want to cross, so they'll go back up pad. Spirit trying to force their way through 9-10.
Oh, Shiro, he's been a real ray of light for Team Spirit. Had some big performances, even in games where Donk goes quiet, but are they ready for mzinho here? Shiro dead, can't take it any further, just cut short. of really complicating that round.
Yeah, he crept out from long. That's a high impact kill from Zwei, though, to trade. It allows the bomb plant.
Flash as Techno looks to embark on this clutch. Both players in the site, one at Goose, one on default, and Techno, they could double swing him here, but Chopper's very, very far back on the angle. And so instead, they're waiting for Techno to close the distance. They're going to try and 1-2 punch this, but the timing, oh, it nearly goes awry. Zwei picks it up and keeps it safe, low on health, but high on impact. That's Spirit on the board.
Nice try for Techno. Had to be cleaner on Chopper. He pieced it together. There was a second player on default as well, but he couldn't get the insta-kill on Chopper. And so trade allowed by Zwei. Very important 2 kills from Zwei there. Definitely the player who's been struggling the most on Spirit. A reassuring round win as donk is cut down alongside Tania.
What do you make of this? Double AWP for the Mongols.
Oh,
but guess who's donning it?
Well, I would say Blitz usually, but I'm guessing it's not.
Controller is bringing out the second AWP.
He is the B player, so it makes some sense, right? You would see often Mongols throw an AWP on this B bomb site. Senzu did like to run that at times.
Mongolia seemingly doesn't share a problem that the rest of the world have run into every now and again. Seems like everyone wants to AWP.
True, I mean, he fits Mongols perfectly. He's one of the 4 AWPers on this team. We've seen everyone but Techno do it. Controllers, though, not the best start. He gets stuck on the corner and pre-aims wrong.
Everything about that was just a little bit
ugly. Very
horrible.
Ugly. Don't think you're expecting to peak that quick. You usually expect a bit more time afforded to you.
I mean, if this event has done anything for Shiro, on top of the fact that, you know, they'd already kind of looked to reinvent how they use him across this year. Really saw that on the run up to Austin, them having to try and be way more involved, but he has looked super, locked in. You've even seen it when we cut to him on the cams.
There are 2 AWPs on the B site, Harry. There are 3 players and 2 AWPs on the B site.
And it's Blitz with that secondary.
And Techno plays mid. All right. I want to see a B hit. What happens?
Well, you might get your wish.
Here we go.
It's what Spirit are poising for.
Double AWP.
You wouldn't expect this. 3 strong, 2 of them AWPs.
Techno's baiting in the mid smoke, though.
Oh my God, they've run right by him. That's a freebie. Chopper picked up.
Hello.
Donk dead next at the hands of this 9-10 AWP. No assistance yet from the Blitz AWP, but it will take that line eventually. And there's the support from Techno.
Go.
Double AWPs in B.
You're pissed if you're Spirit.
Trouble.
You are pissed off after that round. What do you mean we've just run into the B stack with 2 AWPs? I thought we killed the AWPer in mid. No, no, no. Everyone's an AWPer on the Mongols. 5-1, hard reset round on Team Spirit. They have pistols and an AWP for Shiro.
Yeah, talking about that different energy for Shiro this event.
Yeah.
Usually in a team like Spirit, in this Spirit squad, if you're going to get a hero gun, who does it go to? Donk, every damn time. Well, here, Shiro breaks out the hero AWP.
It's a good point, right? We often just see everyone fielding Donk, Galils, AKs, whatever they can. Him having Deagle armor on the full ecos. But right now, Shiro, glass AWP, finds a pick on long. They full reset to hit the B-bomb site. But don't worry, there's an AWP here. This is still a really solid hold. 2 players in the site, Spirit. It's not going to be easy.
First shot lands for 9-10. They're not able to stop the pistols spilling over. Things could get dicey now. Very important, the 9-10 put Donk in the grave. Shiro claws one back. Why not the follow-up? And this hero AWP, maybe they've been giving the guns to the wrong man here in Chengdu. Because Shiro is pulled around now from nowhere.
Unbelievable. 4 kills off the AWP. Donk not needed, indeed. Shiro. And that felt like good enough on the hold, right? They hit the molly. It was perfect. They segregated 2 halves of the attack. Pistol whipped onto Donk. And then Shiro just comes through lightning fast and covers the plant. That's one way to do it. Glass AWP with 4 pistols gives Spirit the round. And that does wonders to the economy of Mongols, a team who will buy at the worst of times. But what the hell do you do with this? 1,600 to 5K. Be an absolute mess.
Shiro's almost like light-hearted, easygoing nature seems to have faded away. This is a guy who's looked very determined all event long.
Yeah. Full eco on this.
Which, isn't that the wildest thing?
Yeah.
Like, but the Mongols, a team that buy so often when they shouldn't.
I like it though. I think, you know, you could have justified a buy just because of your money's uneven, but you can get an orb next round, you can get rifles. So why not? Just give them one. You've already done a good job at starting this map. You don't want to throw it away off of aggressive purchasing on CT Dust2. Ugh.
They're waiting with these double mid flashes on Techno to try and challenge Spirit as they look for lower control. Real estate that you know Donk so often tries to go for. But they actually give way to middle and instead look elsewhere. In spite of that early 5-man setup over towards mid and cat, they end it over towards long. They get the spot, they get the info. They're trying to bring Spirit into these flashbangs, and they land with devastating effect. Bomb dropped over here on long. Chopper executed in the corner. And this might be over.
Donk's
You've
on
lost the bomb. Donk is nearly dead, just an inch away from it. Mongols have armed themselves. They've got 40 seconds, tap down range.
Careful.
And there's the killing blow out of controllers. What a round from the new man in the Mongols jersey.
2 bullet bursts, 2 kills on the site for controllers, and that's after both Deegs at long. I thought Mongols threw it away by swinging pre-flash, but then the second comes in, and controllers makes it happen.
Full eco, full controllers.
Nice.
And the Mongols, that's not a round you're supposed to win. That is some wind in your sails on this CT half.
Woo, even he's impressed with that one. He's been very stoic all event. But getting a reaction out of controllers as he takes down the best and wins an eco round. Hey, you thought Spirit's 1-up buy was good? How about nothing? Deagles and flashbangs. Mongols hit them where it hurts, right in the economy. But Harry, look at this buy. Isn't this a dream buy? An AK, an AWP, and then 3 teammates. Shiro and Donk armed at least. Donk is 2 and 8. Keep that in mind.
I mean, there's 7 kills for all of Team Spirit with the exception of Shiro, who's on 10. It's another round where he's got himself the big green, looking to play hero once more. Made on this smoke, but Zwei not uncovered. 9-10 wins his fight over on the long side. Oh. Good tap for Blitz, but Donk makes it out with the AK, closing the distance on the 9-10 AWP with each missed shot. They were ready for Zwei on the spawn. Doesn't make getting across any easier, and Donk's allowed to sideline 9-10 as he's caught with util. It's the 2 heavy hitters, the 2 that are meant to make magic happen for Team Spirit, and they do exactly that. All 5 from Shiro and Donk on the hero guns.
And that's what we wanted. Forget the team. 3 pistols, doesn't matter. They are just cannon fodder for Donk and Shiro. You cannot miss your AWP shots against Donk. You do not get many chances. I'm surprised he fires 2. But caught throwing util, Donk does not respect it. Gets back into the game with that round. Low economy win after low economy win. So why not make this buy happen, Mongols? Double AWP. Techno on a 5-7. What is this?
Yeah, and this is meant to be their low economy round?
Yeah, I mean...
Double AWP.
Everyone's forcing.
Everyone's AWPing.
And everyone's winning. Spirit just going to punch this B site, and with Techno here alone on a 5-7, it might be a save for Mongols. Called soon. Techno runs away to replenish utility, but he's going to need all the help he can get from control.
Throwing the short exec from outside of long doors. That's Chopper lobbing that in.
Oh, that might freak him out indeed.
util now peppers the site. Controllers on this AWP, teed up with a flashbang, but there's no take.
No.
Techno 5-7.
Shiro.
That's giving you a reason to want to go for this. Now, Blitz was going to play through, but he loses his teammates very decisively there, and he decides against it. Going to instead wait. No, there's the flash to tee him up. Blitz caught out on an island. No good deed going unpunished as it's trades on trades for this 2v2.
Big flank from mzinho. No kit here, so they've got to be questioning the clock. 9-10. Can't find his easy kill. Spirit will not. Oh, it will. Oh, the shadow. Careful, 9-10. He's going to hit the no-scope. Tania up close. mzinho with info. And now Tania backs up. These are his first 3 kills. He looks to make it a 4th and get on the board for Spirit. Finally puncturing the scoreboard and putting a round down on this T side. It was about time for Tania. After double trouble from Techno, that's a 3v5, 1 out by Spirit. And they buy again. No, that's crazy. That's too far. Harry, that's too far. You got to eco this.
It's very Mongols.
You've got to eco this. This one's crazy. What is this buy?
It's been a game just dominated with these low econ round wins,
like,
though,
yeah,
so
that's the justification, sure. But this buy is audacious for Mongols. And you don't. It's not even good. It's not even a good buy. You have 1 M4. You have no kit. 3 smokes. Come on. Be serious.
Let's judge it by the results.
Sure. Hey, they've won with worse. But I think this is how Spirit get into the game now. A slow start, but looking to level out at a 6-6 half. Devilish decision by the Mongols. Will it come to fruition? I like this spot from Techno. So does Spirit.
Spam's brutal. And in going forward to try and get the MP9, Techno might face the same fate. Chopper looking for the spawn drop. That at least gets picked up. End up in this 4-on-4. Still options open, but you're running out of time here. You might just end up having to commit into this heavier A setup. Techno 4K trying to keep them at bay with the Deagle. Damage down range on a donk, but he can't quite find it.
Oh.
mzinho will. Has he got any more? Coming back in from the long side is 9-10. mzinho just trying to waste time.
No.
Here's the arrival of that SMG. 9-10 taps from afar. And there's no limit to the rounds you can win in this match.
Let's just let the results speak for themselves, Harry. You made a great point. Mongols, another force buy victory. Both teams have done it, doing more with less. And this is why they went for it, because it absolutely cracks Spirit's cash as well. Now they're on the Deagles. Is that going to be a limitation?
You don't feel safe to say. It feels like it should be. They have way less, compared to their other forces, where they've had AKs, they've had the Shiro Warp. This is the worst one. And that's where we know if this game is truly off the rails, full mental, put it in an asylum type game.
Yeah, Spirit are probably losing it right now. I mean, some of the rounds they've lost in this game have really got to hurt. Just Mongols hitting so hard with these pistols.
Well, dude, even that's wild, because think about this tournament for the Mongols. It's been really held together by 9-10 performances. That has been the only consistency. The riflers have so frequently gone missing.
Sure.
Controllers had that big debut, map 1 and 2 versus Heroic. Other than that, kind of irrelevant throughout the remainder. The only consistency you've had is 9-10, but here, everyone is pulling their weight. And so if this just ends up being a really good day in the office, that could be enough.
It was a great day for Controllers. Strong series against Pain to put him here. 9-10, top of his team with Blitz as well. Des said Blitz was a requirement. And it's not the Shiro Orb, it's the Shiro Scout. So limitations certainly there for Spirit. Hard to say what to expect at this point.
I mean, in the past, whenever they've looked for these B hits, there's frequently been a third player nearby. This might not be a bad round to do it, because it is just Controllers and Techno.
You can't know that, though.
Yeah, they have no way of having learned that from the top of the round, and so just followed through with the game plan here. They're going to link up with Donk over on short by the looks of things.
I like Blitz's position in this round, especially with the AWP baiting for him. You'd think it's a long control round, and unless Tanier gets out with a Tech 9, it feels unlikely. They end up going up short. Blitz is in the position to punish. Waiting with this flashbang. Will go late. Block Molly at 40 seconds. Mongol's util has been excellent. They clear middle. Blitz goes back to Cat. And Spirit are walking into a trap. Oh.
Oh my God, 9-10. He's even ready for the push through on the spawn. Blitz farms the short push. They do lose long. mzinho starting to have given a little gap, but time is running low for Team Spirit. Time is running dangerously low, and everywhere they turn, they're getting farmed by the Mongols. Shiro, no time, no chance. And so the Mongols looking to run away with an 8-4 scoreline here on Spirit's pick of Dust2.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a phenomenal half for the Mongols. What else can you say? 8 rounds, all those low economy pickups, the full eco with flashes, or rather the Deagle round, then the double force buy, the second of which breaks Spirit's money, and they close it cleanly. That's an unreal CT side out of the Mongols. Every single player pulls their weight and delivers massive impact. And you can't say the same for Spirit. Chopper, 1 and 12. Zwei, 4 kills, 1 good 2K in there. And even Donk had that one sick, 3K round to win it out with Shiro with the 2 hero guns. But otherwise, made vastly irrelevant here for Team Spirit. Tanier the same, 1 4K round, that is it. And Spirit, just dots of rounds here and there. But Mongols storming through this map right now.
Ends up feeling very, very similar to that Falcons game where they weren't able to string any rounds of consequence together. It was all these little isolated one-and-dones. Now they desperately need this pistol. That's not a bad way to start. Can Donk provide more? Just the 1 kill as Blitz and Techno break through the triple B.
3v5, and then flawless entries come through from the captain and Techno. Mongols sit back and relax as Spirit are tasked with an incredibly hard retake. Oh.
All right, Shiro, you've been fantastic, but surely this is asking too much. Dead straight away. That round belongs to Blitz and Techno.
Mara's
all
loving
5
it.
from those 2.
We're seeing Mara get out of his chair and hand out high fives. He's not that kind of guy. He's not always patting them on the back.
Well, he feels like he's got some making up to do, right? And
definitely.
They're already looking better for it.
It's the best game Mongols have played yet. The Rogue one was a lot of fun, but this is a full dismantling of Spirit right now, who are feeling desperate. Force comes in the second round. MP9s and pistols.
I mean, we said it coming in that, this is a head-to-head that the Mongols have always struggled to pick up.
Yeah, I mean, 7 maps in a row for Team Spirit. A clean BO5, multiple BO3s. And even when we look aside from that streak of maps individually, they've won this series every time but one game in Cologne last year when Spirit bombed out of the tournament in last place.
That was the tournament where afterwards Donk was like, it made me want to quit.
Yeah.
Falling out so decisively, and it was a huge departure from the norm and what you've come to expect from Team Spirit.
It wasn't the Spirit we saw for the rest of the year or this year either, so it felt like an outlier.
Oh, it's these 2 again, but with Donk so low, he'll get finished off. And so any hope there on your force buy out the window, and that is going to leave you with just 1 rifle round between you and this map being over.
It's just unreal how quick this one's gone, right? But that's the nature of the economy, and it's not even like you can say there's mismanagement of the economy from Spirit, right? They've just lost so many favored rounds. And with that comes complications. A quick, decisive Dust2 for the Mongols, served up here. 1 gun round decides it all.
You know, with a series of moves that were meant to bolster the firepower of this team, it's crazy how often you see these top-heavy scoreboards where it's just Shiro and Donk.
Yeah, I mean, both Tanir and Zwei objectively playing worse on this team than they did in their previous of Heroic and Namiga, sure. Oh, chill, that's your teammate. mzinho. Shot by Blitz. But obviously, you know, there's a lot of factors there, playing high level of opposition in different roles, having to fill rather than be stars of their respective teams, but the output has just been significantly worse. And Spirit are not better for it. Sure, they came out of the woodwork with a win at Cologne, but even since this Tanir change, yet to land on their feet. Spirit's aggressive roster shuffling might have let them down. Maybe feeling like they missed the boat on promoting Kiyosuke. Has caused some self-harm in this squad. This is 11-4, however you slice it, and Spirit have a single gun round to make this map happen.
I mean, you know, it feels crazy to say because still fielding a 1.24 rating at this event is Donk, which for anyone else would be fantastic,
Career
right?
best.
But yeah, you know, he's for him, it's far from his best. Certainly down towards one of the quieter performances he's had outside of, you know, like the Cologne 2024 that we talk about, which was, you know, his worst tournament ever.
Yeah, but
and so without him, you know, providing some next level output, even these strong performances from Shiro, who is the best performer for Team Spirit here in Chengdu, hasn't been enough.
There's just been no backbone to this team, right? The floor has just been so low. Zwei has 4 kills, Chopper has 3 kills, Tanir has 5 kills. I mean, yeah, can Donk and Shiro carry through that? Yes, but it's easier said than done, isn't it? Especially
you end up in
against
this
TheMongolz.
situation where if he's not giving you his best, alongside Shiro, what can you expect to do?
And everyone on TheMongolz has had highly impactful rounds in this game. Everyone in TheMongolz has delivered multi-kills, won rounds, combined with all those ecos. I mean, yeah, top to bottom, Mongols looking all the better. 11-4 should tell the story. And it does not lie. Can they close it cleanly? Or can Spirit hang on? Zwei tries to change position late in the round, but he gets caught moving into it. Still dropping controllers. Molly blocks this B play, but all it's going to do is delay the inevitable. Donk against the world. What's new?
Yeah, a lot of responsibility on Donk's shoulders here, the entire round, riding on it, and he's dead straight away. No resistance on that B hold. Blitz even manipulating the rotates as Spirit tried to scramble. They've been outgunned, outmaneuvered, and they might be out of time on Dust2.
And Blitz still masterclass because it's not just calling, it's killing as well. 19 and 9, top of the entire server right now. Hitting so hard and running rings around Chopper, who can't hold his own in any engagements. It's been a long day for these teams, but Mongols have got the stamina. Map point on their pick. Oh. Final chance for Halle, but you just feel like it's too far gone.
Yeah, you don't even really know what type of insight, how they can provide to try and save this one. And also, it's the last chance he has to do so. So whatever advice he provides now, even if it works, you know, you're staring down needing 8 rounds in a row. That's going to come from nowhere, essentially. Only 2 players in double digits compared to almost everyone for the Mongols. Individuals missing. Blitz calling rings around Chopper. Stunting on them while he does it at 19 and 9. This might end up being a very, very dominant map, and looking at break a streak that has haunted the Mongols in their head-to-heads versus Spirit for a while now. One of the teams they've just always struggled to get past, and this might end up being one of their most comfortable wins yet in Chengdu.
5v4 forced by Chopper. Tanir in the pit and Shiro AWPing short. But Mongols have been punishing the mid to Bs. They look to do it again. Contact in this round. 9-10. Won't get an engagement. Well, that tempt them just to cross in. Donk. Oh, dangerous! And he lives to tell the tale.
With the type of form 9-10's had in this tournament, you are lucky to still be alive on that jump.
Yeah, and that would just speed up the B play, knowing only Zway's here. He's going to get mollied out. Oh, they don't...
Yeah, they're not. I don't think they're going to commit to this now, right? They still have this presence of blitz out towards long, and so it looks like it's a late decision to try and scale up Cat.
Oh, who moves first? Tanir doesn't need to do anything in this 5v4, and so up short go the Mongols at 40 seconds.
Tanir making this move. Blitz with the discipline. And that is a red carpet rolled out for this A play. Shiro, AWP in the right place, the heaviest hitter for Spirit by far. This is where he's got to hold the line, and he can't get anything done. Just gets out with that one.
Good nade, good
nade
nade.
down in a spawn. Chopper narrowly survives. 9-10.
Oh no.
Rough miss, and that's going to give away the Cat fight. Techno onto an AWP now, but falls straight away. It's Blitzer, it's nothing. 20 kills deep, gotta be lightning fast, and he can't get a bearing on Donk. So Spirit, one more round on Dust2 at least.
Yeah, it feels like an unlikely win there for Spirit, right? Ample opportunity. Shots missed for the Mongols in a favored position after burning out the default AWP. Nice try, but not meant to be, not yet at least. As Team Spirit find a 5th, their first round in some time.
Ладно, надо попробовать самый тяжелый камбэк, блядь, сделать. Хотя обычно, на самом деле.
Строить неверно.
6 rounds in a row broken. Double AWP, Donk on it. Oh, missed mid-smoke as well. Replenished.
I mean, I know there's a lot of folks out there that always say Donk could make an equally formidable AWP, but
Yeah.
this would be a good time to show us that.
Not today. 9-10 patience pays off. Zway low. Chopper does stop the mid control, but Zway is hit hard here on this B bomb site. He's lucky there's no one there to help Techno out to punish. And B is left vacant. Oh, 9-10, just missed that. Zway low health takes the AWP to B. And this will end in the B site.
Yeah, they're going to be going into this AWP now. Everyone spent all tournament on Spirit watching Shiro light up the server, but let's see if it's as easy as he makes it look. Zway low on health with this second AWP.
Smoke makes it a problem. If Techno can drop this lurk smoke in, maybe they have a way to get past this AWP. Oh, it looks like it fell very deep there. It's failed. Ollie comes out. Zway holds his shot.
Molly in at the mouth of tunnels as well. Just going to waste even more time. That smoke is well and truly missed, but an equally bad one from Zway.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is so rough. He just can't do a thing. It's Chopper or it's nothing now. Goes unaccounted for the first. Can't find any more. Best bet for Spirit might just be to barrel in as this bomb tries to get planted to near.
Hello?
Doesn't stop the plant. It's down to this. 1v1, Shiro
What?
charges through, and if there's been one safe pair of hands for Spirit, it's his.
Oh, it's ugly. I mean, Tanir doesn't, he loses where the plant is. He's pre-firing the wrong position. He lets him just stick it in his face as Techno holds that bomb down. But 910 tries to catch Shiro off guard, knowing how fast he is, tries to force a mistake and runs at him with the Glock. Shiro's not having any of that. Stays on the line.
Bro, after a one-player surviving round, they've gone in with the double AWP purchase again. Obviously, only having to buy one of them, but this is cash, you know, intense for Spirit. Sure, it's right at the end of the game, but if this ends up being a close round, you know, that could be the difference between having an AWP or not if you're not able to save one of them.
They've just got to play to win at this point.
And you're up, look what you're up against when you bring the double AWP out into play.
Seeing some donk frustration. Missed shot with his AWP, shakes his mouth.
It's Deagles and a hero gun, and these were, honestly, the bulk of Mongol's rounds in that first half.
And look at the gap. I mean, they could just run up cap right now. It's only Shiro in position. Will Chopper stay here? Great grenade, my goodness. Donk AWPs to the back of B. Shiro sits car. And like you just said, I mean, Shiro, he's the guy you want to stop this flood. Drop into the spawn. Blitz armor Glock.
No.
He's a raid boss. Or maybe he's just the boss. Backup Cat to join his team as the bomb plant comes in.
They can't do anything to stop that. And now you have double AWP in the retake.
Oh, God.
Chopper dead after one. Don't lose to the low econ round again. Control as Deagle.
I got bad news.
Rips the head of Tanir off. And in this retake, it's Shiro who puts down his AWP onto the rifle now to try and deliver something for Spirit. One back for Sway. Techno wrestling with this AK, maintains the advantage. And it's all down to this. Time's low. Time is very, very low. Swing out from mzinho, cancelled. Techno on this hero gun. Can't find salvation. Defuse just there in time as Spirit continue closing the gap.
Oh, 4 kills for Zway. Hey, he does come through with a highly impactful round, but this is on the edge of your seat right now, Team Spirit. You are barely in this game. One missed shot away from removal of Dust2. I can't believe it that they are still fighting against the odds. But it never should have gotten this far. And dude, Donk just looks frustrated. Donk just looks pissed off in this game.
And like, not in a good way. Not like where it's powering up to try and do more.
No.
In a way that he's feeling a little desperate and reckless at times. And not often phrases you would associate with the #1 player in the world.
Nice try for the Mongols, doing more with less. That was only 1 AK, keep in mind. That was Blitz jumping into spawn and still climbing back up Cat. Mongols getting away with more than any team should right now, but can they finish the job? The uncrouched AWP finds nothing as 910 bounds out. Shiro looks to make a play. Into lower he goes with no support, no consideration from his team. Shiro is on his own. And what can he do about that? Perfect move from controllers. Flash and drops with it. Shiro is gone. Spirit's hopes dwindling.
And that feels horrific for Shiro. He knows how important, how integral he is to, you know, if the comeback is to materialize, it's got to be on his back.
And he just got outplayed by 28-year-old Tier 1 rookie controllers. Mongols. Another diamond in the rough as they crawl up catwalk. There's no AWP in play. Who's going to stop this? Perfect call from Blitz.
They have open runway. Chopper, no resistance, only a tag down range.
That's it, surely.
And this should be the end of the line for Spirit. Chopper tried to will the comeback into existence, talking to the gang earlier on. But it doesn't look like that's the case, not today. Looking for a clean finish on Spirit's map pick. Mongols show up with a runaway bout of success to open up their sprint towards the quarterfinals.
1 year since Mongols beat this squad, and right now they sit a map away from it. 7 maps in a row broken in devastating fashion. Legend waits. Mirage to close if Spirit can take us that far, but only Shiro showing up in this series so far. Donk still absent. The latest additions, quiet. This is Mongol's match to lose. Playoffs in Chengdu awaits.
It looks like we might get a B rush. First round, pistol to open, and they call for the instant B. Right in as Shiro and his dualies, but he's done after one, and that is the two heavy hitters removed. Donk and Shiro both dead. A pacey pistol round from Blitz and the boys sees the Mongols through into a 3v2 post-plant.
Yeah, when Donk and Shiro get picked in your bomb site, you're in for a world of hurt. Still two stuck on default. Zwei moves in. He's got all the health. He needs all the kills. Chopper's kit saves some time, but Zwei loses his head. And mzinho comes through with 3 to secure a Mongol's pistol. Mara is out of his seat, knowing the impact of these early half rounds. Looked very proud of his team, who have fought through this group stage without him up until today. He's shown up just in time in China.
And we talked to no end about how stacked this tournament is out here in Chengdu, how it's the perfect precursor to the major. 9 of the 10 top 10 squads, and when we take a look at those playoffs, 6 teams in it total, 5 of them will be from the top 6. And if it's Spirit that end up missing the boat, especially on the back of this matchup, they're kind of the squad with the least reason to do so. Mongols with that wild change heading into this event right ahead of the major. Controllers in, Senzu out. Losing a huge part of their team right at the tail end of this season. That would just feel like such a massive blow to Team Spirit. They take the eco there, they deal with an unfun round, but now they get to bring out the gun. Shiro's AWP has to arrive in good form from the get-go. There's no room for slow starts here. You want to slow the Mongols' roll.
At least Shiro has been extremely reliable every game in this group stage. Donk giving the mid, spamming through the red smoke. Damage done to Blitz. Shiro with a decoy far away, but he's scoped up in main. He will leave Tanir on his own. mzinho clearing these angles. It's a messy spray. Tanir gets a double. Shiro still here to respond. 4v2, Spirit. Very strong start to the round. Donk has just missed that timing, but Chopper picks up the info and everyone turns back. They are coming for Techno. As he comes for them, Shiro finds his second. Make it 3. No, Donk is there as well. So, stars of Spirit shining bright in this rifle round as Mongols get spread thin.
You think back to that Falcons game from the other day. This was the most competitive map, no doubt about it, between the two.
Ooh, missed elbow. Either Tanir or Shiro. Everyone else has smokes. Either way, it's a full rush, and Tanir does it again. Double kill in main. Shiro, same picture, but he misses his shot.
Not a sentence you've had to say a hell of a lot here. And will it be of consequence? That one missed opportunity from Shiro is the double from Tanir. Really not enough. Zwei able to wrestle it back under Spirit control. And it's just Blitz remaining now for the Mongols. Chopper a very, very long way away as he embarks on a big flank. And so for now, Zwei left fighting on his lonesome. Blitz arrives here off of a fantastic game on Dust2. Top performer for the Mongols. And in these moments, he's responsible for no one but himself. So what will he be able to do?
He loves getting weird in these clutches.
He does.
He loves going around the world, playing very late. So what's he got in store? Smoke, stick, or walk away again? Classic blitz.
Chopper doesn't hear that, just a little too far away. Now he will get the info as Blitz runs through Cave. And so now that penny's gonna drop, but this is gonna give away a bomb plant at least. Chopper doesn't fire off on spam, so Blitz has no idea he's here. Won't be ready for a long peek, and that might, ooh, just gets on the line in time. Chopper able to nail him. For someone who struggled back on that previous map, a must-win engagement from Chopper, and that's going to tie us up at 2-all. Straight away, it's more competitive from Team Spirit.
It's reassuring more than anything. Chopper, not many kills at all, 7 and 18 on that last map alongside Tania. Tania's already looked more impactful with 2 massive double kills in main. Set Spirit up for this early lead that they're about to take. Or maybe I'm speaking too soon. We've seen the Deagles of the Mongols hit today, but not even Kevlar behind this bite. Shiro, new round, new idea, walking down B ramp with Sway.
I mean, back on Dust2, these were the tricky rounds for Spirit, as crazy as that sounds. We had a number of low econ rounds picked up for the Mongols. With the control they have here, there shouldn't be a way into this. 2 players on the lane, crossfire at the door. Bomb is going back with Blitz. And a resmoke there might just cancel any play out towards the lane altogether. What's Blitz cooking?
Dropping nades to fake, but no one in Donut to hear this. Still ramp control for Sway. Should be simple. High flash from Techno, both blind. Okay, low ammo, Chopper in trouble. Does hit his shot on the pistol. And that smoke, oh, it didn't bounce great, did it? But yeah, just leaving enough of a gap for Shiro to punish. Blitz makes it through, but what can he do here? Donk denies, Chopper assists, and Spirit take that lead as said.
On the early T side has not felt great for the Mongols. Chance in their second rifle round short. But in their first one, you feel like you got read a little bit going into that Tania Shiro stack. You run it back, they're both there again. Spirit do look a lot more comfortable here on Ancient. Already coming in with some good reads. Let's see if this one feels any better for the Mongols.
Spirit know what they're up against. No focus on mid in these gun rounds. Just fighting really heavy B setups. Knowing Mongols like to just contact up ramp. Blocks come in. And no one open to this spam of controllers. Cave control conceded by Spirit. Chopper still has a Molotov for it. And push down ramp, perfect timing.
Yeah, gonna catch them as they're lining up util. Zwei debated hanging around for even more, but just gets out of there with a hefty advantage.
Oh,
Blitz giving chase. They do have them sandwiched, both looking the wrong way. Blitz has him on a platter. Chopper at least gets out with damage. Does that before he parts on the round, and now it's Donk and Shiro. Spam connects out of Donk, and Blitz at 12 HP. Not long for this world. There's the swing alongside. Donk comes through with an impact round there, an important double to stop that 2v2 from getting weird.
Waking up just in time here, perhaps, on map 2. Dog always gets those shots through smoke on long, I feel. It certainly helps when Techno tries to push in towards him on that reload attempt. It's really weird for them to turn around and not realize that they could be chased there, but Blitz was way closer than they were ready for. Good damage from Chopper, capitalized upon. And the triple B again does enough for Team Spirit to hold this site. I like the ramp push timing there. That was perfect, right as Mongols were laying up util as well. Getting caught off guard while they're trying to make their play.
They missed the mid-smoke a bunch.
Yeah. Every round they're throwing door and mid. It's Tanir and Shiro doing it. I haven't caught who's on what. Maybe it depends on spawn as well. But 2 different ways to miss the elbow smoke already shown. Door smoke insta every round is really punishing though. It means Mongols can't do it. Brolin lineup, it means that even getting this ramp control isn't guaranteed, especially with how aggressive Spirit have been. But this is a pop into B on pistols.
And only 2 players here. Usually they've been going into these stacks.
Team flash.
Oh, awkward over at long, and that's gonna let Zwei farm up on these Mongols pistols. Support arrives. And a clean sweep out of Spirit, 5 alive when all is said and done.
And hey, you want to talk miss util? It's the miss flash from Mongols that actually wrecks them. Yes, Zwei is very blind anyway from one of the flashes, but the one that wrecks Techno lands just close to him on that wooden B sign. He gets fully blind, and Zwei expires just before. Techno's lost. And if he gets that entry, like you said, only 2 there, the long control, you get an upgraded gun, suddenly a very different round, but Mongols can't get any foot on that B-bomb site without the first kill. So awkward team flash. It's going to cost them the entire round to a degree. 5-2, Spirit back in their form. This game just got hard. Another missed elbow smoke. 3rd one.
Every time. Sure, it misses in a different way.
3 different ways.
Nice to see the Mongols finally do something, right? With these missed smokes down in middle. Up until now, they've just kind of looked on through it. Never really felt too much aggression there, so they're going to go and take the space. And they'll have this earlier than the timer of Spirit would really suggest, right? You're envisioning they're trapped behind that smoke in middle. They're slow on the scaling. They haven't really done anything with this space, but that's not the case. And so Controller's up in the red room already. Smoke down as well to try and deny a point to rotate. Chopper looks like he just wants to play through and call the bluff on this smoke.
Controller's got that. Yeah, it's one-way info. I feel like he thinks he's been seen because he's just still tucking. He's looking to play later on this B play.
I feel like that does just send him into B though, right? You see where he's transitioning from and you find yourself saying, well, that's a guy from B.
Yeah, it's not in a good angle either. He just stays on the line. It's awkward for Controllers. It could have killed the rotation if he moved earlier. Now they're blocked at B. Oof. Oof. Oh, nice flash, though. It's back on.
They're trying to battle into a 2-on-3 here with that bomb planted. No real time to get too comfortable in these post plants, and so left scrapping every step of the way for every inch of ground. 9-10 makes it out to the cave. Said earlier his rifling's been good in this tournament, but not enough to get past Donk. Another multi-kill on the retake for Donk as slowly but surely there's signs of life from Spirit's start.
Yeah, I think the good part is we're just seeing Donk and Shiro in every late round, right? Shiro's AWPing over on the A side of the map. Donk is floating between red and A as well, often assisting Shiro, dealing with Donut, not really overcommitting to mid control. So luckily the missed elbow smokes haven't been punished, and it means when Tway and Chopper are dead on B, Donk and Shiro come in for cleanup. Nice double from Tania. Again, he's had 3 double kills in this game on 1 round. That's impact. But Donk will finish the job.
Oh, they did it. They landed the elbow smoke.
Hey, better late than never, but it won't change much. Mongols go storming out middle. And Donk is back in Donut. Looking for revenge. Blitz makes it into window himself. Nice entry from Controles. A weakened B site now, on his way here, and as Tania backs in to help out, Blitz sees his feet. Tania still holds strong. A far better game from Tania right now than Dust2.
Just better across the board. Zwei hasn't really given too much away in these B hits, but will fall first there, and so it's resting on Tania. Follow up as he's put down and just 1 HP, will get overwhelmed. And so an advantage now for the Mongols, but only 2 players actually in the site. Once more, it's Donk and Shiro in the late round.
Yeah, Shiro's got
And they might change their mind on this.
Oh, I love it.
mzinho opened up a route out towards middle. That bomb tries to leave, and he's looking to cut rotates, but this isn't without its risks. Doesn't go and take space over at A, and actually, he's let Shiro past. This could end up being a disaster, as right now, Shiro's got a 1v1 in at the site. Quick turn back round, and 9-10 with an important trade. Donk still threads the needle, fast in, and ahead of the rotate here from Techno 4K.
No. Oh, big problem.
Smoke on the bomb, and it might just be a stick. 9 times out of 10, you'd expect Donk to trust in his aim and go fighting. Sticky might have been the best option there, as getting off gives time for both players to pincer him on that defuse.
Yeah, he wanted to stick, but then he hears a CT player run, and he knows there's a good chance they're just both going to spray him together, and surely he's dead. Tries to force one more fight. They win it out. Mongols, nice rotation. If they go straight into B there, I mean, it's a round we've already seen 2 or 3 times already this game. When Mongols have an advantage, they have B, they sometimes even get a bomb plant, and then Donk comes in on long side and multi-kills them. So Mongols rotation, even if there is a missed opportunity for mzinho, it sets them up for the round. 9-10 in Donut, perfect post-plant position. Mongols break back in and break a 6-round streak. It's still not enough on the T side though. They need a lot more. Great round from Techno on low health as well. Spirit are still in control. They still have loads of money. Can Mongols put it under threat?
Spirit trying to do something about this mid-control. Mongols have had it every single time they've wanted it. But honestly, it's their success in the bomb sites on the extremities that feels more important here. They get shut down as they attempt that ramp aggression, and a 5-on-3 now. This is one of the best spots the Mongols have actually found themselves in all game long since the pistol.
Yeah, they don't need the long control this time. They just smoke it off. They've got a 5v3. If they can get that bomb down, they're in a great position here. The util, because it's so early in the round, is just coming flying in. More damage. And Spirit forced to save. 3v5, they want nothing to do with it. I mean, great read from the Mongols. They looked super ready for the ramp push. I can't believe it came in so soon in the round.
And it's also just been a kind of standard reaction in a way when the Mongols have gone about getting mid for free. And it felt like as soon as they got the info, guys, there's no one mid again. We have this space. Watch the pushes, you know, watch for the aggression. That's exactly what they do, getting out with a 4th round now. The game yesterday versus Falcons, Spirit had a fantastic first half. They were set up 9-3. Falcons still went on a huge comeback on that CT side.
True, very true. Some really slow rounds out of Spirit.
you remember, it was a game that wasn't close until it tied up, and only then did Spirit ever get going again. Still way too late in the day. So after having already, you know, one shaky T-side performance, you don't want to feel like you let this half get away from you when it was looking so good for Team Spirit.
Okay, yeah. Stakes here on this last couple of buy rounds for Spirit. TheMongolz find back-to-back. Haven't seen Donk in this position. Haven't seen Spirit fight for middle, but they're going to be burned out. Donk has to smoke the Molotov. TheMongolz jumps in front of the bullets. Break on the smoke. Blitz doesn't commit. Donk climbs up heaven late in the round. A risky move, but no one here.
But I mean, honestly, Blitz has done a great job. He's already extracted all the info he was looking for.
And the util.
Right? You heard the smoke on the molly. You know that just means they are fighting for this mid control, something they haven't done yet. And what does fighting for mid mean? Well, it takes resources away from the rest of the map. Keep your eyes peeled for just the exec now. Blitz has gotten all the info he was looking for.
Yeah, this is a good fight for Donk, though. He loves taking it, and Techno's throwing util from out in the open. Double peek together. Donk gets both. TheMongolz here as well. The whole armada of Spirit fighting from the heaven side. And even though Donk dies, no way that lets them back in. They can rotate out. Shiro shuts the back door, forcing Mongols into this B site. Zwei has been reliable.
Spirit are getting worried about an A play. They're going back and they're clearing for a deep A player.
Oh,
That's opening
dear.
up a route into the B site for the Mongols, and they will take all this space away.
Double CT rotate.
Oftentimes in these retakes, it's come down to Donk multi-kills. Well, he's out of the picture now. The multi-kill came earlier in the round. It's got to be Shiro and Chopper to try and win out this half for Spirit.
And they only know one of them. This is still a question. mzinho pushes a smoke. Chopper waiting. He's seen Shiro as well. Blitz has got the round, or at least the info, and Shiro denies. Not to be for the Mongols. Too much paranoia. No position in the post plant. Shiro happy about that. Him and Donk combined for 4 kills to put 7 on the board. Mongols had the right idea, but Spirit stop it in its tracks. Definitely looking like they can seize a strong CT side yet again on Ancient.
It's a good time for Mara to weigh in. Because in that round there, you kind of had everything you were looking for if you're the Mongols, and it still wasn't enough. Difference between 7-5 and 8-4 feels monumental. And it's the last chance to have a proper go at it on this T half. What's it going to be? Been a while since we saw any of these A plays, right? That was kind of early on in this T side.
Oh, not a dude, what? 4th time. Who threw it? They never, I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. It just means Mongols have way more confidence out middle. But it's not like Spirit are dying because of it.
Well, I mean, even there, like, you know, Spirit were playing a nade open the red smoke. The only reason Mongols don't go further, usually if it's smoked, you have to go wide to actually, like, have any control over mid. They would have been in the open. That nade play might have netted you kills. You had 2 players ready to fight there. But yeah, it's not come back to really haunt Spirit in any meaningful way. It's just not a good look. And it has, you know, messed up a couple of the opportunities, a couple of the things you've looked for, like that nade break then.
Or it's all by design. They want Mongols to swing out middle. It's the Furia. But probably not.
You know, if it was like twice, sure. Every round starts to feel like you've just bungling the lineup.
Yeah. Look at them go. Not ready for this pace, huh, Chopper? Zwei in the sight. Good luck.
Oh, very blind here. Zwei needs a multi-kill, gonna get out with 2, and that keeps the round hot, keeps the round live for Spirit.
But
again, it's Donk and Shiro.
Yes, indeed. All on the gunfights now.
This
no
time
nades.
doesn't connect. Donk dead to a low HP Techno, who's on a tear in this round as he battles for 5. Shiro, moment of quiet contemplation before he looks for this 1v2. Trying to piece together where his control is. Only knows about Techno. First kill found, and now a test for the old rookie on the Mongols. Sprint past for Shiro. He's sticking this. TheMongolz charges him down. And so the Mongols break away with 5 rounds when all is said and done.
Yeah, not an easy close there for TheMongolz. The inexperience not being a problem. Coming through, running and gunning to shut out the clutch man of Team Spirit. It's a 5th round for the Mongols. It's a much needed 5th round. Big impact 3K from Techno as well.
And dude, considering TheMongolz was what, like 1-8 at one point in this game, quite a nice recovery and sealing the deal in a 1v1 clutch versus, as you say, kind of the Iceman for Team Spirit. The guy that's meant to deliver those clutches. And someone whose exposure to them dwarfs yours. It's only a 2-round game. Far from the lead you felt entitled to if you're Spirit when you were sat, 6-2 up earlier on.
I want to see Spirit bring pace in this T side because it's something they often lack. The rushes, especially on anti-ecos. Oh dear, mzinho's a bit trapped here, but no punish from elbow. Spirit putting a lot of pressure and a lot of util on this B side. He's going to draw a player away from A. Look at 9-10 rotate out. There is no one on this bomb site right now.
Yeah, this little fake over towards lane has worked wonders. It's achieved everything Spirit could have hoped for. Sway, midair, not a care in the world. As him and Donk do a lot in this pistol. Oh, clean tap for 9-10.
No kids.
But you're just very, very far removed from this round. You're constantly looking over your shoulder as well because Donk is out there somewhere roaming on this map. They'll focus forward, go looking for that defuse, smoke down on the bomb, but they've got to get on it very soon. TheMongolz, absolutely no accounting for that. 9-10 has to provide the cover. The spam's coming up short. The spam's coming up short. They're knifing each other.
He got the defuse.
TheMongolz, have you ever seen anything like it? They can't find him. They're too busy coming for each other.
4 kills for Donk. He even got the knife, but it's too little. It's too late.
That cannot be the difference-making round.
10-second stick from TheMongolz. 5 health.
No way.
What more could you want from Donk? Unreal.
It is the most unique way I've seen someone get a 10-second stick before.
Oh dear. Shock and awe.
You're hearing things you've never heard said between 2 players there. No, you're knifing me. You're knifing me. That's ludicrous.
Oh, God.
And surely that spurs you on, Mongols. Like, that is an incredibly lucky twist of fate. Donk's angry after that round.
That's a 2v4 with no kits in a post plant on CT Ancient. Like, what's the percentage on winning that round? Impossible. But there's a first time for everything. Spirit, force buy. They might be able to pick this up. Oh my goodness, Shiro jumps out with the deagle, and that was the bomb. He needed that. Without that kill, this round disappears. But now Spirit favored to finish what they started. A 5v3 on the force. Chopper, backstab, easily done. And Team Spirit running to break Mongol's money. They've got to save. So, pistol forgiven. The Spirit find their force.
It can end up feeling like a huge missed opportunity for the Mongols, right? To close up this game now. They're the ones on the back foot. Spirit make amends from, yes, a very awkward,
he jumped.
Very gross pistol round.
Oh.
And now, even in the hunt, they stand to lose everything. See 9-10 in the background, put his hands in the air. He knows that giving up these guns is really, really rough.
Just completely gave away his position and got himself killed there with a scroll wheel. Seen a couple of those this tournament. Kiyasuke did it against Spirit yesterday. Cost him his life as well. Always the worst feeling. And yeah, Mongol's final pause from Mara. At this point in the game, it's not even in the third act. This game still got legs on it. Mongols. No money here. One forced M4 and 4 pistols. They just got to make do with it. Hey, if this was Dust2, I'd say why not? But it feels like Spirit have woken up across the board. We've had a series of double kills from Taniran's way. We've had Shiro and Donk closing rounds, even Chopper holding his own in this B bomb site. So Spirit trying to maintain this lead. It's full mid take for Mongols. Tanira avoids the nades. 0 utility or kits left in this round for the Mongols. Sure.
Oh, and you had to get past Tania cleanly if you ever wanted to hope of going for it. You're so out of position now, you're a man down, just got to think about saving.
Just call him TN2R in this game. I mean, how many double kills? It's his 5th multi-kill in the map. Just save this M4 again. Or at least try. Spirit edging closer and closer, and these early half economy rounds are going to make this a lot easier. Yeah. 10 to 6.
You'd like to think you've done enough, right, to reach double digits already. There is that hero gun to worry about. There's the weapons that were saved out of that partial, forced buy. But it doesn't amount to anything super threatening, super scary. 9-10's had a great tournament, but you know, one gun in this spot. Then again, I'm doubting it, and then I think back to Dust2.
Yeah.
This is just feeling like a very different game, though, and it is a harder map to replicate those type of rounds on. A well-placed stack would certainly go a long way.
Getting weird with it. Blitz even on the pistol. Gets a gun, but he can't get out. He has to go forward into the belly of the beast. 9-10 waits for them to exit, but with 3 entries, why go anywhere but forward? Barrel spotted. Barrel spotted. Chopper looking nowhere. That's the bomb. 9-10. Surely not. Surely not. Puts Tanir on notice, but a 1v2 for Techno on 30 health. He would need a 1D on Shiro. And they back up. They group.
I knew he was here as well. He's going to hear them running away. Looks to give chase straight away, does Techno.
Could he? No.
Just misses that timing. Oh, misses it again 2 times over. And Shiro gonna start moving back in a donut to retake this line, hold it for the post plant. Spirit like what they see. They dig themselves out of the hole there.
Yeah, scary.
4 rounds apart as the guns make another appearance here for the Mongols. They've been waiting for this buy for what feels like an eternity.
Extremely winnable round. That's the part you're kicking yourself out about if you're the Mongols, because 9-10 put Tanir on 14 health. If he finished that kill, he could have reset. Played the 2v1 with Techno. Nice shot from Shiro to finish the final kill. This is Mongols' first proper buy. That's the worst part. They lost to the Force in the second. It's taken some time. If it doesn't hit, we're talking about Mirage. Whew. It's ducking the headshots. It looks like they want to fight mid together. Oh, it's desperate, but they go through, they go through! mzinho with 2, and there's a cave player as well. Another smoke shot. They've had enough. Tanir still standing. Tanir still stopping. 3 needs 1 more, but he doesn't know. Controllers was red the whole time. He got a kill. Misinfo, I guess. Miscommunicated. But Controllers clutches up, and we're still talking about the Mongols.
And that's just a roller coaster of a round. Everyone appreciates the timeout here. That is an absolute chaos, just madness. Tanir nearly on for an unfathomable clutch, and you're dead on. Just misinfo must have been passed down the line. And after this sequence, to think you die, shot in the side of the head from the man that was red all round long. Okay, again, TheMongolz in a pivotal clutch keeps this game going. It was him with the crazy defuse. Now it's him shutting down Tanir with hot hands on a way to a 1v4. Time and time again, TheMongolz has attempted to bail them out, but you're worried that Spirit see that. They all feel a little inspired to just let it rip. That's a double kill from Donk to open things up.
Through the smoke, he's had enough. Get them out, says Donk. Who even is TheMongolz? Puts his name back in the kill feed. 3 on 5, trying to be dragged back again by the Mongols. So many disadvantages. But this isn't Dust2 anymore. This is Spirit storming for map point. They avoid the B stack for now.
He's following through with the A aggression, and that was what Donk wanted, but so long's elapsed.
They're going back into B as
well.
How
long does Donk watch this for? Still eyes on, just takes his eyes off the prize. Perfect. Right as TheMongolz moves in. Won't matter if the B players die in an instant. And on the jump up, Donk gets rid of that flank. Round saved.
See ya.
Red room play for Donk, as this has been full aggression, full throttle. And he looks to keep it that way all the way till this one's over. 1 kill fed to 9-10. But very, very wounded from the fight. And no path forward, you feel like. Chopper cutting off the back. He's dead on this rotate. Spirit just rounds away from making this a 3-map affair.
Oh, what a banger of a game. I mean, from TheMongolz coming in, destroying on Dust2, the eco wins. Donk humbled, unable to win rounds. Just Shiro fighting for Spirit. And now some of the multi-kills we've seen in this match, some of the close rounds here on Ancient. Clutches closed by the Mongols. TheMongolz winning 2 1vx's. Oh, Blitz gets blown up. And now Spirit say, play on. We demand a third. We demand Mirage. Crunch in the B lane. That's something, but it's only a MAC-10, and they are not armed for the job. Again, a hero rifle in this round for the Mongols, but maybe one's enough. Takes out Tanir. Donk trades. Scavenge the gun.
Whatever the decision is, it's going to take a while for it to come to fruition here, right? Shiro's still hanging around with the bomb outside of the B doors. And so if the plan is just to link up with Donk, maybe look to walk it back in over towards A, they will give plenty of time for TheMongolz to rejig the setup. They play it split between both bomb sites. Looking like they want info from main. Blitz is having a really, really rough game here. That's after a fantastic one on Dust2. Dink down range on a chopper, but it's going to come down to the 9-10 scout. Pating them with damage, but he's got to do more than that. A lot of HP ripped from Team Spirit. They are not out of the woods here. TheMongolz up close. MP9 sings, and it's left to Chopper. 1 point of health. 25 seconds. Doesn't have time. Doesn't have HP. Has to piece this one together and has to be super clean as he does so. Won't find a thing. TheMongolz with the double, capitalizing on the 9-10 damage. It's another low economy win out of the Mongols.
How are Mongols still in this map? I could not tell you.
It should have been over so long ago,
absolutely.
It feels like.
4 rounds in a row, swapping back and forth between these two teams. The lower economy winning out. The pistol, but then losing to the Force even earlier in the half. Spirit went on a streak of 3. Mongols clutch after clutch, close after close. They put Spirit's money on notice. Shiro's got 4K. Zwei has 1,600. Spirit taking a breather with a single flash and a P250. Donk Look at him. He's done so much in this game. Still not enough. TheMongolz just does not respect this team. Pushing down the ramp once more. And Mongols make a mockery of the eco, no problem. Quick and clean, forcing another gun round really ASAP.
Can't even describe the type of comeback that TheMongolz has had as an individual in this game.
Yeah.
He is such a huge reason why it's still going on, why TheMongolz is still in this.
2 and 8, you said.
I think it was 1 and 8. I think it was even worse.
He's now 14 and 14. He won that 1v1. He's won 2 clutches in this game. He just closed out the previous round, or 2 rounds ago rather, on the A site. My oh my. Mongols sit 2 rounds behind. And as they rush that eco, Spirit have to call their final timeout to chat it over, because this is their best buy. This is all they can muster. 2 Galils, 2 AKs, an AWP.
It can be hard for like some of the best players in the world to recover from a rough start. For someone brand new to the level, 28 years of age, and just slotted in,
he did this,
replacing a star in the Mongols squad. It really does defy expectation. Let's see how much longer they can keep this going.
He did the same earlier, 2 kills on the first half of Inferno this morning, and he ended on 22.
He talked about, might not have experience, but hopefully has maturity and won't get in his head as much as some of the younger players often do.
Are they doing the mid-crunch again? 3 players behind mid-smokes. They're going for the boost first, but they might just pop through together. That step is awkward. Cooling off. mzinho, red hot, hits his. Look at the crunch.
Yeah, they are going all in on this mid-control. Now that's opened up a gap. Tanir, he was the guy who nearly saved that last mid-take round. Well, he's found the gap in the armor. Backstab out towards the A site. Rotates start to arrive, and Tanir will get slowed down, but there's still so much time left. So much time to milk in this round. The Shiro AWP delivers. Blitz is not being much of an asset here. Feels like he's often the guy to go down and give away these advantages. And there, you don't even get info for this. There's still 50 seconds left. Spirit could go anywhere from this point onwards.
Donk, head in hands. But Shiro says, I'll do it myself. 2 kills in this round. Tanir's high impact A main frag. They're going to recommit. They're going to first let Zwei make a play towards this B bomb site. Techno holds strong. It keeps the round alive. Does it move mzinho? He's still edging back to A. He still read it well, but low health and no smoke on this bomb.
Got to be flawless, right? It has to just extract his value, get his 1, and then try and live for the 2v1, but as he plays it forward, Tanir already on the line. Could get caught with Nate's ball. No, gets the gun on in time. And so it falls on a Techno. They've won some miraculous rounds, but this will not be one of them. Tanir gives chase. And now twice over, he's been the one to claw back these mid-fights.
Yeah, he's had a fantastic map, has Tanir, right? Absolutely absent on Dust2. 18 and 16 here, the multi-kills in A main on the CT side. That 3rd piece of rotation to B, often putting up kills. And now a couple rounds down the stretch. 3 from him, 2 from Shiro. Put map point on for Team Spirit. Decider might be required despite everything from the Mongols. Spirit have had to work hard for it, and they're going to end it with a B rush.
Very, very quick. Right into this B site. A complete change of pace out of Spirit. Just trying to drive this one home here and now. It's Tanir up at the front. Leaves it even in a 3-on-3, but Techno on a desperate push, shut down. TheMongolz
flank
doing what he can, buying some time for Blitz, who will find himself having to be the difference maker. Shiro dead, and Blitz, you've been waiting all game for him to have his moment. Teed up by TheMongolz, the captain keeps him in it. And Spirit's attempt to end this quickly in a disrespect B-rush does not pan out. Their money is broken at 12-10.
Yeah, Spirit can bring pace, which I do love. I love that call, everything about it. They even hit the gap. There was only 1 player in the bomb site, but Mongols will always match it. They will always play up to that pace, pushing through smokes, running through Molotovs, fast flank. Blitz 1v2 in the blink of an eye keeps Mongols in this map. And Donk again jumping round in spawn.
Dude, this final round from Spirit is not going to have everything it needs to have.
No.
You're not going to have the AWP. You're not even going to have full rifles. They're at $1,900 loss bonus,
They
Hugo.
needed that plant, man. And I feel bad because I was criticizing how Spirit weren't going for fast rounds. I think that was a perfect time to throw in a B-rush. They got the entries. It was just the fact the Mongols have no respect. They push through smokes. They bring pace.
This actually has overtime written all over it. It's
Oh,
gonna come down to one of those hero gun rounds again for Spirit having to make the difference.
Oh, look, at this point, Harry, deep in the game, are you going to say Spirit can't win with less? No one is limited by the economy at this point, but safe to say Mongols favorited for overtime. You'd like to think. But even Mongols have 2 MP9s right now. They need those upgrades. They need a clean round. Clean round opens a possibility to upgrade. So even a couple of Glock kills here could be annoying for the Mongols. But Spirit aren't thinking about this round, I assure you of that. They're talking about the follow-up. They're talking about their last chance in regulation. So just group up, run it, and hope for the best. Blitznade could be heavy.
Ow, it makes direct contact. Flooding in up through ramp, but they don't have the bomb. That really hurts because it won't matter. Thankfully, it won't matter. And so there you go. You said they needed a clean round. They wanted to get out with 5 alive. They'll get out with 4. Controllers didn't have head armor, and so a nice, easy kill for Donk.
They're fine. They can drop guns. They can upgrade that MP9.
This is the one.
Mongols are fine. It's Spirit who might have limitations. No AWP for Shiro. He's on a deagle at 20 and 11. Zwei Galil. Okay, yeah, wait. Are they going to give him an AK? I think they should. They gave him an AK. He threw it back. He gave Zwei the AK chopper the Galil. Shiro doesn't want one. Good nades in middle, but a bash from Blitz. Even dinks his teammate in the process. Tanir runs right by.
Oh, no. 5 on 3. Now low health for Controllers, low health for mzinho. But this is...
Show me Donk.
So brutal, so quickly. Spirit now, they look on. And they're left hoping that Chopper, Zwei, and Shiro on a dig after refusing the rifle can find a way.
We've not had mid-rushes. We've not even had Mongols hold middle. Now they go everyone there. They shut down the opening move, and they shut down Spirit's lead into overtime. Surely. Shiro still doesn't have a gun.
He'd have to earn one. Knows the AWP's there, but a dig shot sailing past. Not the entrance they were hoping for. Now this B-site's been padded out. They're going in a 3. Chopper and Shiro have to move mountains for Team Spirit, and they will get nothing done. Into overtime we go.
This game was done. It felt finished. And Mongols hold on despite every advantage for Spirit. The 4 spy victories, the rattled Spirit on Dust2 hold the same consequence here on Ancient. Immediate timeout. That's their one and done for Spirit into overtime.
I mean, that just means Hallie's been sitting there for a long while now, wanting to chime in, wanting to try and fix things. He could feel this getting out of control. This can't be the second time in critical junctures in the tournament that Spirit throw away a big lead on Ancient. That was the story versus Falcons. They ended up losing in overtime with their T-side letting them down. And now it could happen again, only this time there's no second chances. It's quarterfinals or it's nothing. And for Spirit, this is just to try and get us to a 3rd map. This is just to stay alive in this series.
Yeah, and there's only one spot in the playoffs. More than pride on the line. A 10-6 lead for Team Spirit in this 2nd map disappears before your very eyes. Full A play. All 5. Blitz here, but doesn't believe it. It's a 2nd exec for Spirit. They throw it as a fake. They're going to recommit with the same smokes. Mongols think it's a fake, so they rotate out. It's only the AWP. Missed shot. Spirit are in.
Yeah, just give it up, 9-10. Can't hang around. That spam from Blitz goes a long way. 5v4 to tip the scales early. Even more damage on the spam. They're all getting wounded. And there's no fire returned. mzinho makes a ballsy move through the smoke. Punished by Donk, sure. But it's far from comfortable for Team Spirit. They're going to try and take refuge back here in Donut, looking for a post plant.
Smoke on controllers, right? It is Donut post plant, but oh, he's going to use it on main. That's awkward. Now they have no smoke for the bomb. Spirit have a perfect post plant. They're fighting together.
Yeah, they're playing ahead of any util that might come down, hoping to catch players as they move out through the spawn. Shiro responsible for this spillover out through Temple, nails his, and it looks like they're on the road to recovery. 3 versus 5, unless Blitz can wrestle it back. Time is too low, and Shiro takes it. Sat back on his laurels, all the kills for the Mongols, but the round secured.
Yeah.
For Team Spirit, battered, bruised, they get it over the line.
Don't think they expect those post-plant positions, right? Look how much time Mongols put into smoking off A main, flashing close positions. It's triple Donut. It's unorthodox. It's exactly what Spirit needed. The second AXX, a missed shot from the orb, and even though smoke spam sets Mongols up, Spirit knock it down. First round of overtime secured. Mongols call their one pause.
And it's also just a huge kind of stroke of luck in a way that Mongols didn't have anyone else occupying over towards Donut. You know, Spirit never got info. They didn't know there were 4 players CT when they made that move to go and take Donut control. That was just from necessity, and thank goodness it ended up being clear. Such thin margins on that round, but an important step in the right direction for Spirit if they are to extend play. If that was the advice Hallie was waiting to give throughout those last few rounds of regulation, it worked. And he's even been given a second chance to chime in here.
Donk straight out middle. Doesn't know when to quit. Doesn't want to. No punish here for the Mongols. They've been pretty lax on the mid control in the CT side. Donk gets out against mzinho, who will win the fight. mzinho has been a fantastic counter to Donk in middle, multiple times over from the Donut.
And you know, oftentimes if you're able to counter Donk, that's half the battle.
The other
Donk
half is
knows
Shiro.
that is a very, bad fight to give away, usually where he does his best work over here in mid, but it's just not been his friend. mzinho's had his number.
It still feels weird that he's 23 and 18, right, with the amount of times you just see him die in middle with nothing. That's awkward. Miss smoke. But he's still 23 and 18. It's an unreal scoreline. So many rounds where he's dead first in mid.
Look at the paranoia for the Mongols. Still leaning into a 2-on-2, worried about another one of these A plays, and that couldn't be further from the truth. This has been a game of redemption arcs from Controllers early on, a blitz as this has gone into overtime. Him and Controllers, the 2 players that went on those arcs, going to be responsible for this B-site hold.
Ollie for default.
They pulled everyone over. Controllers on spam, gets away with a kill. Molotov comes in now. That's going to delay the plot and force them again into Controllers.
Look at him go. Molly's the bomb, spams the smoke. No safety, no sanctuary for Team Spirit in this site. Not here, not ever. Triple for Controllers. Second of his team right now. The clutches and the closing kills under control of Controllers. An even scoreline in overtime.
Just can't stress like how insane it is when you look at Controllers and what he's doing here. Regardless of whatever expectations you might have had, you couldn't expect that he could be the difference maker on the path to finally quell a one-sided rivalry versus Spirit. They weren't able to do this with Senzu. They weren't able to beat them. And in a really high-pressure game that's been dragged on into OT where he had a rough start to open up throughout the first, 8-9 rounds of play, he has been the driving force behind this comeback.
9-10, unsmoked in the red room, Donk. Or he does not want to face a dry orb, so flashes will go a long way to get Spirit out middle. Oh, that nade would have been nice.
Aggression at B-ramp, Controllers leads the charge. Controllers leads the charge as they try and take the initiative. Techno winning fights out in the cave, and Donk's been deleted. Controllers, the master of Team Spirit. He's got them in his pocket. New blood brought into the team. This rivalry doesn't exist to controllers. It's just domination.
He's got a decade on Donk. And he decks him in this round. 3 kills for controllers. Back-to-back. Triples. Put Mongols in the lead. They were 10-6 down. And they won Force Spy after Force Spy. Now Mongols right there.
Showing up day one and doing it versus Heroic. It was kind of cool, right? It was his debut game, but it was Heroic. Sure, they had a better run here than maybe you expected. But then other than that, largely just being fine in these games at best. Here, a difference maker at his first, proper exposure to Tier 1. First outing with the Mongols, replacing the heaviest hitter. Someone in Senzu who had troubles in high-pressure games. But controllers isn't displaying that. Rough start or not, he's been there. And let's see, now you look on, can he keep it up?
Yeah, it's not done. First to 16, Mongols sit outside of the B site with all 5, but look at Spirit. Re-clearing middle, leaving Zwei alone on B. Spirit are very strong at retaking this B-bomb site. This is not an unnatural move from them. Re-clearing mid allows Donk to rotate in. They're going to have a 3-man hold. But if smokes land, it is once again up to this retake on the B-bomb site.
Here's the push, flood in. They're actually blocked by the util, and Blitz is the one that looks to just say, guys, go through, play through, takes the bomb up towards top ramp. Techno with an important catch on the flank. Chopper ready to barrel through this short smoke on the fade, catches mzinho up close, and so the advantage rests with Spirit. They play ahead of this util now, Donk with another. There's the follow-up, and 9-10 dead. Spirit with a convincing retake over at B. And they'll tie this game up once more.
Yeah, when you get the B side against Spirit that easily, it's always a trap. Perfect timing on the mid clear for Spirit. Yes, they lose to Near on flank, but Donk comes in with another double to stop Mongols from getting out with map and series points. Even game now. Mongols have to dig deeper. Retake B by design for Spirit. And to think there might still be a 3rd map. Oh, that's the block on Shiro's orb, wanting to peek cave. Controllers walks all the way up. We saw him have trouble in this red room with timings before, but right now no one's home. He's not to know. It's way far away on the B side, and Shiro just blocks in cave. He missed his opportunity. He won't overplay his hand. Mongols looking for free damage, throw those nades over the site, go for the spams. But Chopper's come investigating towards red room. Solo on this clear, controllers, this 1 kill would make all the difference.
Last time controllers was here is him getting the info on a rotate away from Chopper that sent the Mongols into a B commitment. Wonder if he gleaned anything there on that tight little angle.
Double cave is a problem here for Mongols.
You could just get iced out, locked out of this round before it even begins. Controllers with an important catch, and look at who he's just taken out of the game. Donk bested in that head-to-head. This guy just can't beat 28-year-old riflers. It was Nico the other day, now it's Controllers. And so here's the push. Zwei dead back in the cave. Controllers living up to his name as he manipulates these rotates, buying even more time. 15 seconds though, Mongols. Gotta get a move on. And this is getting away from them. They had every advantage, everything to play for, and it's left to this. 1v2 for 9-10.
Fast flank. Through the smoke.
Oh, no! No! Not like this! That is a horrific whiff from Chopper. No one feels good about that. 9-10, cannot believe it.
And how are you supposed to win this game now? Where are your heads at?
That is one of those moments you never live down.
You're never gonna forget it.
Chopper, that will play in his nightmares as he hands 9-10, the Mongols' top performer at this tournament, a back-breaking clutch.
Playoff points for a 2-0. A year since Mongols have beat this team. And it is right there for the taking. 10-6 down. A one-sided Dust2. And Mongols walk the walk all the way up red. No one's home.
He's been saying, guys, I've had Red Room every time I've wanted it. I've been living there. It's a timeshare for me. And so here they are, the rest of the team in tow now, walking in for this control. They're looking for an ace split. Only 2 players on that side of the map. It's donk and it's Shiro.
Yes.
It's the 2 players. If anyone could do it, it's got to be these 2. Shiro with the lineup. That's the collateral, and Shiro's making them pay. 9-10, locked down. We run it back again.
Cinema matchup. You're never going to get it easy, Mongols. Their first chance to close this series. And Spirit say we play on. Shiro makes up for Chopper. And Team Spirit, more time on the stage in Chengdu, China.
And now it's a war of attrition. Who can outlast who? Who wants it more? Tanir hungry on the mid push as Spirit really clamp down. They fight 3 strong over in middle, and they deal with that mid split from the Mongols. You look at who's left standing 9-10, and no one wants to make a mistake. No one wants to give this guy a chance.
Shiro has just been so reliable, though, and he's going to re-peak. Bordering 30 kills. Tanir's triple gets him in the limelight as well. Matches Donk's outputs. Spirit, incredible mental to still be in this after disaster to disaster. Oh, great grenade from Donk. And they're still going to try threaten him, but that donut smoke keeps them out. Techno shuts down Chopper. Ever aggressive and on his own. Techno sends 2 to the grave.
Full blind for the second. Zwei just right into the crosshair, right into the bullet stream.
Double desperation for Spirit. Chopper makes that play solo. Zwei makes that play solo. And Spirit, they have nothing to show for it. 2 wrongs, not making a right. And Zwei, he may have started with a strong CT side in regulation, but he has gone missing since that opening half. At least Tanir has kept it up. But what can you do about this? Mongols waltzing out into this B-bomb site. Shiro has got a molly for default. It will burn out controllers, but he's not got the bomb. Does it swap over? No, Spam will do it. Forced off the plant. Time bought for Donk and Shiro to rotate in.
I mean, it's your 3 heaviest hitters. It's your 3 top performers. Again, like if anyone was going to do it for Spirit, these are the 3 names.
That nade would have equalized it. Blitz sneaks out.
Look at the flank mzinho's on, all the way through Red Room. But that hinges on his teammates staying alive. He does not have all the time in the world. It has to be quite quick here. And the more time they can buy him, the more effective the flank is. 9-10, dinked up. Forced into a corner, but put in a box by the mzinho wraparound. Here he is, the insurance policy. Backstab out of mzinho. And a tie game once more.
Oh, I've just never seen Spirit so stressed. And despite all of that, Shiro the calmest on this squad. A player who, in Cloud9, we saw crying in a game. But doing everything he can to keep his team in it. It is Donk in his way, heads in hands. Chopper, shell-shocked. Mongols going tit for tat, back and forth in every overtime. We are just trading rounds out right now. Look at the nade. So close to finishing Blitz on low health.
mean, this whole game is led, or lent rather, ever so slightly towards these CT halves, towards these CT sides, so this round feels very important. Run out through mid, Tania meets them head on.
Okay.
2 quick kills from him. He's been dominating this mid control and every chance he's got to take it. Flash up through ramp, and even for Zwei, who's struggling, that's a really free kill. Desperate moves for the Mongols when the mid play doesn't pan out, and that leaves them with this, a 2v5. As they look for these rare T-side rounds. Not a bad pickup for mzinho. Once more, the counter to Donk on these moves out in middle. He's putting a lot of pressure on, but Spirit aren't buying it. Spirit are not chomping down on this fake over towards A. They still have Chopper floating around on that side of the map.
Can't lose their Spirit. No excuse. Leg shot connects. Shocking.
2 players low. mzinho 1v4. Bomb lost over at B. And he's got to clear every single angle. Dead to Tania on the rotate out through mid. And there's 2 CT rounds for Team Spirit. Much needed, much appreciated. And an instant pause called in to ready yourselves for the task ahead.
What could possibly be enough? 2 CT rounds for Team Spirit. Numerous chances to close it in regulation. But 5 out of the last 6 rounds, all the way that time, all back in regulation for Team Spirit, go against them. Shiro off the AWP on this T side. Is it more pace for Team Spirit? Is it really the B rush?
I mean, Mongols are not expecting this. Techno might just be a dead man back here in cave. Gonna have to play retake now. Need him to get out with 1 and nothing found. 9-10 on the rotate over. Deals with the first, but Donk is ripping heads off right now. I think it was this change of pace B rush that let them down at one point to get to this point in the game. They go back to it deep in the overtimes. Good results initially. mzinho dead after 1 on a Hail Mary. Throw out into the bomb site, and this one is all about Donk. 3 kills deep. Controllers can't get past him. Donk finally has a really high impact round.
Yeah, that was the 12-9 round that Spirit called to try and end the game. It was the blitz flank 1v2 that propelled us into overtime. Team Spirit run it back, and they find map point. Not match, but map. We have Mirage waiting as our decider. If Spirit can finish this off, they've got 2 chances to do so. Did Mongols do all of this only to lose? That just might be the case. Pace again, Zwei up heaven, mid-control conceded, but Mongols flash in early. Maybe too early. Blitz is here, he will concede. mzinho spamming red smoke, but it's Chopper with a crazy B entry on his own, opens up an empty site. His team are nowhere near. Chopper does fall, but Mongols have to worry about the rest of the map.
It's at least going to give you a bit of a slowdown, chance to catch your breath, right? All those players that were further ahead, anyone that could react to this, now not in a position to do so, and so pace gets taken out of the round. But it might end all the same over towards B. Chopper laid the groundwork for this earlier. mzinho and Techno, are they ready for the task ahead? 2 versus 4 as Spirit eye up this B site. Rotates a long way away, and anything less than 1-for-1 simply won't be enough. Need a hero here. mzinho, frequently the one we've looked to. Only gonna get out with the first. It's on to Donk, no less. A 3-on-3 opens up. Zwei, blind on long, plays it forward. And from the bottom of the board, a quiet game. Zwei rises up. 3 kills on the B-pop. And ready to take this series the distance. Spirit, they say play on. There's more to do. Job not done yet. A lengthy game. Overtimes required. Multiple, in fact. Spirit, play on.
series, but a long day. Two teams at the end of two BO3s, bordering on 10 p.m. local. Mongols and Spirit rage on. An unlikely run for the Mongols with new player controllers and Team Spirit trying not to get grouped. Who's got it? We'll find out on Mirage. First time either of these teams have played this map here in China.
Not the ideal start for Chopper, it's safe to say. And he was supposed to be the B rotator to help out Shiro if this ends up on B, and that is where it's heading. The guy that moves in to help you out is 1 point of health after the mid-fight. So already you own the bomb site here. You've got a 5v4 in the post plant. Mongols, this is comfortable.
Very difficult retake with no kit, and even worse with the health in mind. Mongols won't jump the gun. mzinho's tucked in and he finishes the job. Donk responds. He needs to be clinical, but when isn't he? Donk flicking back, overwhelmed by the targets. And Tania too far gone. It's 9-10 with another multi-kill. Added to the long list at this event. He has been the standout player for the Mongols. As much as we've gotten behind controllers, 9-10 has been pristine.
Yeah, if you're talking tournament long, 9-10 has very much been that guy. In this series, though, it hasn't had to be a one-man army for the Mongols by any stretch.
Techno's at the top when you count that second map. Blitz fell off a little bit on Ancient, but either way, it's time for redemption. Force up for Team Spirit. In a series dictated by the lower economy. Spirit look to keep up that trend. Three smokes in middle. Blitz and controllers working their magic. Spirit respond with blocks of their own. It is going to be an A split. No one's in the site. It's not info Mongols will have. But it's up to Donken's way.
Ooh, a bad catch for Donk to open. But overwhelmed as Techno sprints out the ramp side.
Whoa!
Controller's a little awkward in this fight.
Could have finished it on the reload.
But done enough to win the round. That much is for certain. They're going to work out this conversion. Keeping it clean against the force buy from Team Spirit.
Oh no. Techno tees him up. 3 kills on the MAC-10. Putting Mongols in control of the early game. Eco now for Team Spirit.
And even though, you know, win rate rise, this has been a good map for the Spirit squad. Even last time they faced off against the Mongols, able to pick it up in an overtime affair. There have been some, I'm going to say, you know, worrying signs in games from the last month or so. Since they formed this version of the roster, just, yeah, still getting wins, but ultimately far closer versus opposition you'd expect them to be able to beat pretty handily. Thinking of the likes of Inner Circle, who took them the distance here back at EPL. G2 doing much the same, twice over across 2 events. Sure, one of them was London, an event they went on to win. But even that loss to FaZe Clan here in their EPL campaign, they haven't touched this map in Chengdu, as you say.
And neither of Mongols, typically I'd say it might be kind of harder now to slot on a player like controllers, but he's proven adaptable, especially in the more loose maps like Dust, like Mirage. Less so on the nukes. So, walking up short confirms Mongols the round. There is no one home. Blitz is here to cut them down on their exit. Oh, open to a USP, open to many a Deeg. Oh, it's getting a little bit expensive.
Don't love that.
Just giving Spirit AKs is terrifying.
I mean, donk has armor as well. Armor AK. You're not going to attempt it. Don't feel spurred on after the free 2 kills gifted by Blitz and controllers.
Goal is more damage here. It might be attainable. Don't know if you're ready for donk here as well. mzinho will have to back out.
I mean, you're certainly thinking he's hard committed to the save, right, with an AK, but that's not the case.
Ooh.
Donk going to catch them and a chance at maximum damage.
Hello.
Donk juggling guns away for his teammates.
That's annoying.
Denying Techno an AK at the end of the round.
Yeah.
He'll only get out with a Galil, so very expensive there for the Mongols.
Almost couldn't get a better eco. 3 AK saved, 4 kills. And Team Spirit set up now into their first gun round. That 3-0 lead won't mean much if Spirit start coming through. Orb and rifles. Armed and dangerous. Oh,
boost up.
Donk is lucky to be alive.
You would have loved the killing blow, right? You've taken a swing at Donk, but still softening him up lowers the kind of impact he can hope to have over towards middle. A player who likes to harass, who likes to be in your face.
Yeah, you want to be calling, throw some nades at stairs, guys. That's where he's probably going to be, but he swapped off on the orb from Shiro. Unfortunate for Shiro, but probably the right call in this position. Donk can play passive, sit back in CT spawn, and Shiro gets to get involved. Both teams with the same smoke. No one wanting the smoke. Mongols go back to B again, looking to abuse this bomb site. Chopper and Tania. Chopper in a cheeky position. Will he be unaccounted for? There's going to be no stopping this split. Oh, I say, what? Missed.
Miss for Donk. Tries it again on the orb. Couple just sailing past. Finally makes up for it as he tries to watch for that short component of this hit. Are they ready for Chopper up on the boost? He's the guy in pole position. He's the one who's going to make all the difference. Awkward on the first. Can't quite make up for it. And so now they're under the watchful eyes of this 9-10 orb. Scoped up on market. Donk dead straight away. Scoreline remains flawless for the Mongols as they move 4-0 up. A hot start here on Mirage.
Yeah, abusing the B bomb site as well, which is not a bad game plan right now when you consider the new pieces and the uncomfortability of Team Spirit on this side of the map. Chopper, who's had some really ugly moments in this series, and even he didn't want to hold that shot for too much longer. And I think part of that is, you know you've made big mistakes in this game. You just want to take your kills when you can get them, but to be honest, the only way to win the round is for Mongols to over-clear you and you to get multiple kills.
I'm liking the B abuse plan, though. Yeah, think about where else on the map you'd like to go. I think Donk in mid is terrifying enough. You've already seen them breaking out little gimmicks like the boost there to try and get a leg up on him. Shiro as well, with the level of impact that's required from his AWP. Yeah. I don't know if you're going to be in a rush to try and pull him over to, take that deep apartments line. I think he's too instrumental everywhere else, so I don't see that as a likely solution anytime soon for Spirit. How long did the Mongols keep the B assault up? Because that has been the object of their desire in these first 4 rounds.
Yeah, there's still rifles coming through here for Spirit, so where's the miss from Donk? Oh, just over flicked. So close. Good clearing from Mongols and B. Going 1-for-1 against this position is perfectly fine. mzinho, sharp as hell. What have we got here from Mongols in round number 5? Okay, controllers the AWPer now. He really is a Mongols player, besting Shiro in the head-to-head.
He is slotted right in like he's been here the whole time.
And you know what? When controllers comes out of spawn and says, yo, give me AWP, 9-10, let me kill Shiro. With what he's given us this event, you believe him. And a read as well, controllers.
This
ready
guy is
for
a
everything.
Menace. This guy is an absolute menace. What felt like a patchwork solution to the shocking exit of Chengdu might just lead to a breakthrough in a head-to-head that the Mongols have never been able to take.
Mongolia just has never-ending talent. The secret of Counter-Strike in Asia no longer. TheMongolz making it clear will finally be put down, but the smoke in the way of Team Spirit and the nades will finish Shui. Chopper is saving this orb, and Mongols are saving their quarterfinal placing.
You can't doubt Mara's eye for talent, right? Like this whole Mongol squad, I mean, even thinking back to when they flew under the IHC banner, the changes initially with that IHC squad back when you had nearly a completely different roster. Making these changes, everything always trending upwards, and even when he's handed the shocking exit of Chengdu, he goes, don't worry guys, I have an idea. And they're thinking he's gonna bring in some young fragger, much akin to the rest of the squad. No, he proposes a 28-year-old from the Chinggis Warriors.
Yeah, not even the highest rated player on the team. He came into this event with a .99 in the last 3 months, Harry, and that's playing domestic teams in Asia. If you go look at his matches in Asia, they weren't even remarkable, to be completely honest. They weren't even that real. And he is going above and beyond, fitting into this squad. And yeah, to talk about Mara's changes, like some of the moves he made early under that IHC banner, you know, players cut from this team. When you looked at score, he was a standout player in this original roster. I say original, it was Blitz and Techno, but you know, we thought that move was crazy. They upgraded. He got rid of Annihilation. We added 910. Look at the revelation he's turned out to be. It's been so many moves made by the Mongols.
He just sees something, man. Like he's got the eye for the talent.
And TheMongolz has the talent. No doubt about it after these few games played here in Chengdu. And to lose Ancient in the fashion that Mongols do, and somehow they don't fall flat. I don't think it would be crazy to expect that in this third map. But Mongolians on Mirage. 5-0 up. You're never safe in this game. Can Spirit break in?
There's a minute left and they have used all their util. What little they had. Gone instantly. Product of just having to try and break through. You know, you've cobbled Dubai together. It's pretty decent for the most part. But no ability to take pace out of this. And what's the Mongol speciality? It is these pacey rounds. Donk trying to be a difference maker. My word, 2 quick kills out towards Con. Will that be enough? He's found a 3-on-3. Tania holds strong as well with a double of his own. And Blitz is caught crossing. Spirit finally get on the board with a breakthrough round there in number 6.
Yeah, it's not a team that wins by committee, so it seems it's a team that wins by 1 or 2 players getting all 5 kills between them. And Team Spirit have that in spades at least here. Donk and Tania double.
At bare minimum, if you wanted more mileage out of Donk, this would be the place to get it, you know? Like this was, even thinking back to his breakout year, this was one of the maps you would look to immediately and he would just do stuff that no other human player could do.
But his
Where
mental,
he's had some of his career highlights.
His mental has looked susceptible in this series.
True, that's a fair point.
Usually it's something that pumps him up, right? You see him hit a death slam, you see him get pissed, but then he goes in and gets a double entry. But yeah, sure, he's 8-5 right now. He's top of his team. But it's looked the most questionable today than any other. Can Donk stay in the game? A question I've never asked. But at 5-1 down in the third map, in their 6th map of the day, Mongols are putting Spirit to the test.
Shiro got wrecked last time he went window. The first few times he's got to have the AWP, it's actually really unfortunate. He's had, this is his 3rd time having it, but died on the window peak to TheMongolz, and in the round before that when he had the AWP, Donk took it because he got legged in mid. So really this is Shiro's first proper round with that AWP in hand. Hey, gives some reason as to the 0-5 scoreline. Let's see if he can turn it around.
Donk burning alive. Tania has cover in middle. They want to go for this A hit. Two players on default. It's claustrophobic right now. Donk looking for that headshot angle. Zwei falls first. Are they ready for a second man? Donk reveals his position, but a missed spray ends his round. Techno just needs to live here. Presence is power. Dropping back down under. Turnir can't stop him. That nade could be nice, but dodge death. Chopper jumps out 1 health. Maybe the orb. Maybe Shiro. Missed chance. Bomb plant. Shiro can't follow up.
Oh no.
It might just be a save.
Oh, a bit of a weird kill for Techno to give away, but they're so wounded they can't justify going for this. And so back to the drawing board again for Team Spirit.
No kit. I don't think they are thinking about it. I'm not sure why Chopper's hanging out.
He's going to die to the bomb.
Yeah, eventually he
has
has
to get away.
to go. A penny drops, and the round falls with it.
Okay, that was Shiro's first proper chance with the AWP. I'm not going to say he had the best opportunities to put it to work, but still had chances, more than you could have asked for in the other rounds. It would be a very bad time indeed if this is where Shiro goes quiet.
Yeah, he's been the consistent player in this event for Team Spirit, more so than Donk. Sure, Donk's had higher heights, but Shiro has been there every single game.
Second highest rated player of the event.
Yeah.
Speaks to that consistency, speaks to his output and how often he has had to be a difference maker in these maps. And Spirit are just burning through these timeouts, man, so early on. They've already used 2 of them.
One rookie of the year to control as the other. (6-1) lead to the Mongols. No orb. Shiro's got his saved. Spirit keep getting buys at least. Save guns here and there. Ternir naded hard. Blitz looking like he just wants to walk through the con smoke. They explode on the reload. Ternir still gets a mag in. He won't last long. In fact, no one will. Don't cut down on rotation. Chopper doing all he can. What a call for the Mongols. They hear the reload, they just run.
Chopper walked through. He's trying to get this round going. Shiro didn't look committed, but as Chopper's edged out a path,
Okay.
well, they look to take it. They lose him straight away, and yeah, Shiro just going to dedicate himself to that save all over again. 7-1 lead. The Mongols playing with confidence, playing with pace.
Playing with disrespect. Smoke pushing through Connector and Palace, changing the timings that Spirit would expect them to play. And just multiple entries. Donk doesn't get to fire a shot.
I mean, you expect nerves to be at an all-time high. You expect more respect than ever, if anything, on a third map.
It's just not the Mongols, though, is it? Spirit getting shaken up. They know the expectations on them.
And look, we made some excuses for the Shiro slow start early on. There's no time for excuses anymore. Like this game is rapidly getting away from you. The chance to go to the court is rapidly getting away from you. And so there is no time, like right now, for Shiro to have a round. If he doesn't, that AWP's gone, the money's broken. This goes from bad to worse, and you might never even see one down the remainder of this CT half. Early conditioning over towards B certainly feels like it's left a mark. It's where Shiro's ended up in a lot of these rounds on the AWP. Said we weren't sure if that would be the change for Spirit, whether or not they'd feel comfortable bringing him over to that side of the map, but that's where he's been in a lot of these rounds. Might end up being the right place here, as the Mongols do set their eyes on the apartments. There's no better time, there's no better chance you're going to get for Shiro to have a moment. Coming to his bomb site, he's finally in the right place. You're waiting for the AWP to get going. He hasn't made no impression in this game so far. And only 2 players coming his way, one of them's the bomb. Flashes rain in, Shiro displaced, missed shot on controllers. Will make up for it the second time around. And there's the support from Tanir. The full rotate arrives for Team Spirit, and they withstand that B hit.
Big round from Tanir, 3-piece in the B-bomb site. And Shiro missed shots made up for by at least 1. Getting on the board, getting that taste of blood again. And finally stopping one of these B plays. It was about time here for Spirit. They knew it was coming. Gave Mongols full mid control, allowed them up short into a trap.
Another thing you're very happy about is just how clean that round is, right? Because now you get out of that one with 4 surviving, and now you break the Mongols' money as well. So a chance essentially to just ensure yourself in the remainder of this half, the few rounds that are left, that you won't get reset, it won't get ripped out of your hands.
And a wise eco for Mongols, a team that we've talked about the economy management and the risking it all on force buys. This is just not a risk worth taking with such a lead. And with, as you said, clean rounds from Spirit, just makes sense to maximize gun rounds. So 1 eco, then they'll buy full. Another swing at Team Spirit. But now though, Harry, it's just Shiro on B. Tanir's out on an island on short. They only fake out the B side. Looked like they wanted to run together.
They're trying to do some like little cheeky double fake.
Yeah, back and forth.
Right? Make it sound like you messed up a little bit running back into lower. Now it's all gone quiet. So you're thinking they're coming through short tunnel. In reality, they're just going to double down into the B here.
It's all about taking space. You've got to run down Shiro and take that AWP.
Yeah, if you can get the AWP out of his hands, maybe you're onto something, but he hits that opening shot. Now Tanir becomes the problem as well, as Shiro buys more than time. Gonna deal with these pistols with ease, and that's one way to make a splash. Shiro with the ace, repels the B hit. And if he gets switched online, there's still some hope yet for Team Spirit in this half.
Yeah, only pistol kills, but they are necessary at this point in the game. He was really struggling, 1 and 5, multiple missed shots, landing every single connection with the AWP and the P250 to boot to put on an ace here for Team Spirit. It's not late, it's not too late, and it's better late than never for Shiro. Spirit are not done yet. Mongols know it. Pause comes in from Mara. Shiro trying to inspire some faith in the squad. He's being extremely vocal in this tournament. Calling shots, calling closers. Trying to stay positive. Buy for the Mongols, 3 AKs, and an A execute. So A is 1 and 7.
Yeah, and he's about to get tested here. Blind over towards the stairs. Sure, he's got the support of Donk nearby. But only 1 from him. Zwei needed more than that. He's also going to falter, and this low economy round now getting going.
Good smoke.
Oh, they've blocked off CT. That's rough for Spirit. Scavenging even more util on 910 as he plays it forward out towards the stairs. Traded off the AWP as well and went looking with the AK. Nails the shot on Chopper. And this should be over. Shiro dead back at the spawn. 8 rounds looming unless Tanir can deliver in this 1-on-3. Moving it forward, but time's so low, and that's his big enemy. That's his big problem. No chance in this clutch, even as he gets all the kills. There just simply isn't the time for it. Mongols onto A. Run through that A site. The Donk and Zwei hold does not stand up.
Another excellent round for the Mongols, playing with no fear. Full charge out Palace at the quickest pace you could imagine. And when your A players go 2 for 2, we've seen Spirit really leaning towards the connector side in this map. They've not really played Zwei on the bomb side. They've not really played heavy A setups. They've been fighting middle. So 2 for 2. It's a weak hold, really, for Spirit.
Yeah, the one time they did play in this site was that really claustrophobic. Donk and Sway both on default.
Wasn't much better, was it?
Donk looked kind of angry after that round. They're just going to run it back on A again.
Hell yeah.
It's rare that Donk's bomb site is the vulnerability, and that's why Donk with 3! That's more like it. Spirit eyeing up a 4th, and they'll get there on the wings of Donk. That's what they're hoping. 3 kills, surely it's enough. Yes. Shiro out from the spawn side, gonna pick up the remainder, and it's all 5 between those 2 names, Donk and Shiro. Salvage something on this CT half for Team Spirit.
Forget the rest, they'll do it themselves again. Donk and Shiro, gruesome twosome, finding 4 on the CT side here for Team Spirit. But Mongols, man, what a half. And now we enter the last half of the day, the final half of the group stage. Mongols need 5 rounds on the CT side of Mirage to take it into the playoffs, eliminating Spirit in the group stages for the first time on land this year. The team, they came in today 7 maps in a row down. Haven't beat since Cologne last year. Can Mongols keep it coming? They have been excellent in pistol rounds today.
You love mzinho to keep up his track record of being a Donk counter. He waits under the palace. 910's going to take first contact. Loves to extract 1, but he can't quite manage it, and mzinho's dead instantly. Donk dead through the smoke, but Tanir in this pistol has carved the path for Team Spirit. And in the blink of an eye, it's only controllers 1v4, dead instantly. Convincing pistol round from the Spirit squad, and it's spearheaded by Tanir.
That is Spirit's first pistol in the series, coming down in the second half on the final map. 5-1. What a time to find it. On the T side as well, leaves very little option to force here for the Mongols. They're going to take the eco. Insane to imagine they've gone 1 for 5 in pistols today.
Spirit looking like they could very well walk into the stack, but it's only USPs. It should be fine. There's been a number of times in this game where I thought, hey, the Mongols can't win with this. They have nothing.
Zeus is fun. He should get 1. First player often jumps out window. Techno just Zeusing him, coming down. It's just down to flashes for Spirit. Can they blind him? It's only USPs. I don't want to get worried. Do they shuffle when they hear these smokes?
I think at this point you're so dedicated.
Oh, they're moving.
They're starting to move out of position, and Donk, he sees, he hears this. There's the backstab. Techno still waiting with this Zeus, but might never get a chance to go. Finds his 1.
It's good fun, if nothing else.
And all right. Stack pulled apart thanks to the chopper fake. It's a little sad because Blitz was moving around to go and join them. And I think if he was A, he would have called earlier that that was a fake, that no one was playing behind it. It's the fact they have no one there that they're jittery. They don't get to see what would have happened. Still, the real talking point is this next round. The rifle's making a return for the Mongols. You want to try and stop Spirit from picking up too much steam, because in this second half already, you've had multi-kills from Donk and Tanir. As it's the rifle presence that's made a name for themselves in this T-half.
Blitz wants a knife kill. Not today. You're not alone. No AWP for 910. No kit either. Call it Spirit's bonus. Oh my
God.
Full blind through the smoke. Blitz even gets more damage before he departs. At least Donk survives. Controllers, a fighting window in this first gun round, meets Donk.
Yeah, learns why mid players aren't a big fan of Donk.
It's a nice angle from Techno, and look at the gamble. 3 players on B creeping as well. Oh, bomb. Bomb spotted there. Got to be very cautious all of a sudden.
To make a read like this in this position is really ballsy, you know? Like, you're in a 4-on-4, there's loads of time left in the round.
Drive-by.
Blitz has come through with a great decision to stack over here towards B.
He can't go, man. Shiro's walked out ramp smoke. This would be crazy. So early, you've lost Donk. This split is dead. You really going to go before Shiro, who's calling, I have all this room? This is audacious. This is dangerous, but it might just work. Zwei double kill.
Oh, but this
He's
is the
jumping
bomb.
out the window. 910's in the site, dropping the bomb. 1v1 now. Shiro could be anywhere.
Shiro really did all he could to try and save this round, try and get them out of the stack, but Spirit stuck to their guns. They walked right into it, and now his work's not done. Needs to pick this up in the clutch. 910 on the line. The AWPers clash on rifles, and 910 keeps up his stunning Chengdu form.
That was just ugly, though, for Spirit. They have a guy walking out ramp. He's calling, I'm in A. I don't see anyone. He gets a kill. They still commit. Yes, double kill for Zwei is nice, but then he jumps out window and they even know there's a 3rd player there. He didn't need to commit. Really jumping the gun. Did Sinir not know where he died from? Maybe he called it was a flank. Zwei was looking the other way. It was a silencer from Market. I think there's been a few cases of misinformation in this series that has lost Spirit rounds.
Lower walk. mzinho v Donk has been a super fun head-to-head, and mzinho feel like he's had his number a bunch, but not in this round. 910 there to play trade.
Oh, he got out.
And lives to tell the tale, finds a 4-on-4.
Well, Donk won't be happy. Zwei didn't re-swing, and so 910 just survives. That could have been another kill. Chopper was top mid. It was worth committing for.
Oh, and Techno's even taking liberties here on aggression through the apartments.
Oh dear. Now they know it's A. Stack comes in for Mongols.
Unlike Spirit, they're more than willing to react to the information. Ready for Con, surely. You haven't had mid in most of this round, but Blitz, surprised by that. 910 can still make up for this. They're trapped, trying to get through Connector, stuck in this smoke of their own making. Tanir claws one back, goes no further. Shiro, again left in a clutch, 1 versus 2. And Techno is a long way away, but remember that flank. He pushed all the way through the... Control Edge gets him off the plant, and this has only bought Techno more time on this flank. Shiro, as he backs up, he's in the open right now. Techno's got this dead to rights. Mongols on double digits, and Spirit are broken.
Controllers, you cheeky man. He runs amok, up CT, then just turns around. Psych, you thought I was going to swing. Gets him off the plant. Lets Techno finish the job, and Halley is just disappointed. 10-6. First and second gun round connect for the Mongols. Another multi-kill from 910. He has just been a master all tournament long.
And everywhere Spirit have gone, it feels like they're walking into a stack. Every single time. This time it's because of info from Techno on the apps push. In the one prior, it's just a great read from Blitz. And you know, when that keeps happening, you get in your head a little bit. You get shaken in believing in the calls, believing in yourself. You feel like the Mongols have your number, and that's because they do. They've had it every single time.
Techno just bloodlust right now, foaming at the mouth. Rabid on this B-hold, wants to re-peek. Look at him go. But a wallbang here wouldn't be too bad. He's going to walk in. Zwei should be dead. I think he gets seen here. Well, doesn't matter. Just shoots him through the smoke. 5v4 and out like nothing even happened. This eco looking lost as Mongols tuck back into their positions. 910 takes up the site.
Also, it is an eco, but Donk bought Deeg armor.
Oh yeah, Donk always buys Deeg armor.
You know, that means someone's running with lesser weaponry in the next round.
And it better not be Donk.
It won't be. If there's one guarantee, it won't be.
Oh, there's more info. Shiro spams on the flash. Mongols have been using flashes for info excellently across this BO3. Techno still here. Good angle. Oh, he sees across. It's blind, they don't check him. Second blind, cover's still good. Techno, uncleared, gets his kill. There's no plant in this round, Spirit. You want the money, come and get it. Five alive, triple for Techno. Mongols 2 rounds away from the quarterfinals.
And the rounds have just been getting cleaner and cleaner. Finally, a real money-making round just to entrench themselves, make it that much harder, much more of a grind for Spirit to get through. They use their final timeout now. Last chance for Hallie to have a say. And really, the last proper chance to remain competitive. If you want to go to those quarterfinals, you have to win this round.
Yeah, I mean, Spirit just feel like they've fallen flat on their face in this T side, right? Nothing to talk about, no close rounds, as you say. They win the pistol, they convert, finally. I thought that would be the breaking point, winning their first pistol in the series. But then 3 straight rounds, each cleaner than the last. Mongols just a walk in the park right now. Team Spirit's last chance.
And there's a lot of limitations even in this buy round, even in this must-win buy round. You're working with less. You don't have full util, don't have full AKs. Certainly couldn't even think about having an AWP. There's a world where Shiro never gets to see the big green again. When you think about the tournament he's had, that feels criminal. They're gonna have to do more with less.
Donk, 17 and 14.
In the moments where that is the task for Spirit, where someone is to give results, it's always Donk that you look to.
Oh, Controller's the Joker in the B site. Double boost, they fight together. Controller's trades it at least. It's a timing caught by Zway, but it goes no further than 1. And Mongols, they push the boat out. Smoke behind Controllers? He just doesn't know when to stop. What are you doing?
Also weird though, you know there's a B stack right now in this round, and sure, that might have been the intention for Spirit to go there in the first place, but like, you saw them boosting. You got peeked by a guy on the right side. You know there's 3B, and still that's where they're looking to end up on the back of this mid control.
Now it feels like they have no choice. They have no control anywhere else on the map. They're double short. Donk is low. Blitz takes him out. And there is no way to trade. Blitz is back in the bomb site, safe and sound. Rotation found, 9-10 from afar. And this was the final gun round from Team Spirit in Chengdu. And it is Controllers once again with nothing but disrespect.
Yeah, just a man with no fear, apparently. Always willing to fight. It perfectly slots into this Mongols team as a result. Shiro wants to save. Don't die after time, Shiro. He's kind of actually hoping to die right now.
Yeah.
And Blitz, he shows a bit of mercy there. He did not need to take that fight. They could have left Shiro with $0 heading into the final round of play.
Yeah, I don't think Mongols even need that advantage at this point. And Donk looking deflated.
This is a series that the Mongols have never been able to find success in. 7 straight maps for Spirit. Last win all the way back at Cologne, which just so happened to be, you know, like the worst tournament ever for this Spirit squad. 2024, that is. And this is what you're left with. A Galil for Donk, a collection of pistols, and an A play to stop the Mongols from washing over you and moving into those quarterfinals.
2 Galils.
Breaking this long-standing and one-sided rivalry on the back of their new addition in Controllers. Mzinho, 9-10. They light up the first 2 in, and they are but 3 kills away from the quarters. They've knocked out both the guns. It's only pistols now for Team Spirit, and they know in their heart of hearts it's over. There's no Donk, there's no Shiro. No one has saved them here. (9-10) up close, no respect. All the way through Mirage, that's been the story. And who would have thought it? The first outing with Controllers in the squad. You lose a player of Senzu's caliber. And apparently you can just replace him. Mara with a verifiable eye for talent. This patchwork solution proven to be even more than that. The sign and the controllers, the salt and the sage to ward off bad spirits. Quarterfinals secured for the Mongols, and they do it cleanly on Mirage.
Controller's second highest rated player of this team as well. What an unbelievable run for a player plucked out of irrelevance